comes in for Miami. Vancouver just need to value their life in these positions, but everyone falls. Miami successful on the hold. And this 30 seconds now is going to be massive because Vancouver have to flood through mid.
Yeah, a little mixy, maybe a little sloppy, I think, in certain moments for both teams, but a very even game, regardless of how it's unfolded to this point. Super trying to bounce off the back walls to get some damage.
Oh my god, it worked. Oh my god, it worked.
Which able to find two. Lunars clears off the back. So significant scrap time here for Vancouver, but look at the mini-map. You've already got Lunars and Gwyn set up for new, and Gwyn taking space on this front push through
Oh my god, it worked.
Not quite able to find metals. So Lunar's in some problem spots here as he tries to
Hey
keep
guys. Okay, I won't end stream again. My bad. I was trying to go live on YouTube, but I couldn't figure out how to do it.
This power position, and this was a struggle for Miami in that series versus Carolina. When you get to this P5, how do we approach this? Because you keep on losing top mid, but now you're playing too hard for top mid, and Vancouver are just soaking up as much time as they possibly can, but the numbers are in your favor. The break is in.
Super clearing out mid-map.
What's up, you little bean?
A little bit stressed on how they want to even approach this hill at the moment. Two players held back just outside of
I got
ring.
Heretics winning.
Gwyn waiting for an opportunity to strike through middle, but someone's got to make a play here if you're the Surge. There's the up and over. Abe finds the first blood. Lunar's able to support for a second. That works. Took maybe a little bit longer than you would have assumed for a 3-2-1 go, but it works nonetheless. 20 seconds to fight for it. If Vancouver can find every single second, we're going to be looking at a pretty much tie game.
Yeah, pretty much tie game. The ARs from Miami trying to hold the rotation through top mid. Don't want to get chained from that P5 to P1. You need to make sure you're controlling your long alley, forcing them all to be over towards ringside.
Was working. It didn't say it was working on my end, unless I'm going live on the wrong account.
Be uncontested. You know where the pressure's coming in. Just gotta win a gunfight.
Yeah. Trakes on the corner. Able to
I'm
take
pretty
down
sure I was
TJ.
going live on the wrong account.
So 20-point game. Super. Ooh, gets a lot of Gwyn, but not enough. A little fall off has Lunars forced to play for a trade. And Trakes, who continues to kind of dance with the devil here on the corner, is able to get a second lease on life. Stuns nades over the top, largely landing, but Trakes able to respond.
What is 966? I don't think I've ever asked you that.
A little bit of info, and now again off the regen. Nice moment, nice individual showcase for Trakes on 4 in a row, and Miami another big lead starting to grow here through P1.
It doesn't overchild. This is what Miami are good at in hardpoint. This is why this is their best mode, because when they are set up, it's very difficult to break on in. They have crossfires galore over at the long alley. Doesn't allow Vancouver a sniff at breaking them off of that barrel. You don't usually see full 60s off of that P1, but now you have an opportunity to chain it over towards P2. It's a 2v1 on the gunfight for the rotation.
I don't want to be live on my other
channel. Back down, you lose it, and Miami have a chance to blow this game wide open now.
Yeah, they sure do. They sure do. So waiting for Abe to come off the
I'm live on that channel.
No! For Surge, and it's Super who pushes out and finds two while cooked nades were starting to be the next play. Now back to the front, off 4 in a row. Not quite able to get the fifth as TJ doubles down. Metals trying to respond to the play, but I was also looking to kind of kill some time and wait for Trakes to get into the mix. Hardpoint will go to contest. Pistol works for the first, but Vancouver will get a momentary break. 30 seconds still to fight for.
Yeah, this is good time, but there is where Rencor is going to invest the Hellstorm. 3 go
Bro,
down
I think
in
it's
the
broadcasting
feed. Vancouver
to
are
both
still spawning
channels.
in Africa for that P3. Just making sure it's going to be Rencor hard blocking towards the back, but look at how much space they are taking.
Bro.
Rencor is not going to touch his
I don't know how to turn that one off.
As long as Metals is pushed up towards ring, everyone else contesting at the whole time, because you're going to win the rotation over towards P3 with everyone spawning still.
I might have to end stream,
unless you just die at the wrong time. No, that's a good opportunity now for Surge.
Well, Metals is going to put himself up top and have to take on the entire Surge team. He's not even going to get one, so great moment here for Surge to bounce back into this game late. 179 plays 109.
I can't even look at my parlays right now.
If they get a read that Trakes is setting up a pinch. Are they alerted to this? Gwyn trying to sniff it out. Ring around the Rosie down low. Trophy system keeping him safe. Then he goes into the smoke from the Semtex to give himself a little bit of coverage for the first blood.
Wait, what the fuck?
Now the pinch is underway. Miami able to find 1-2 from Super, and that will confirm the break.
And all it took was just Metal finding his 1 kill on that pinch off the guy that was coming off the respawn.
How do I
that allows them to know it's a 3v4 in towards the HP. Everybody just fly and play your trades. Miami get the break.
Dude.
Walk away with this final 30. Vancouver again on the back foot, dying off the rotation, spawning at old. Gotta haul your ass all the way across the map to get there early.
Yeah, and I will say, after the opening from TJ, he has slowed down considerably. 15 and 22 now after, at one point, I believe he was 10 and 5. So not a great secondary set of hills for Vancouver. Super, meanwhile, is 20 and 10 off 5 in a row. So maybe a little bit of a slower start for Miami, but Metals is playing well. Super continues to be impressive. And it's going to be on to TJ to see if he can win spawns for Vancouver, who desperately need a break, and they do at least find the kill inside the
share
heart.
the lays,
Back to
SMH,
Super
nice
doesn't
grammar.
work. He's on 7, and a second Hellstorm is now earned.
Yep, and you still got those back spawns secured for Miami, so you can flood your way right back in. Everyone focus on the front door.
I don't think I'm live on this account. Anybody want to check for me? Because I'm overstimulated.
Still some close spawns here for Miami to try to contest it. Drake's watching the OE,
W5
wins his one-on-one.
I'm not
pressure
okay.
Again from every
I'm live on the
angle.
gaming
When you have
one,
this
right?
much of a lead, you don't really have to think about rotation, and you also got Hellstorms in the back pocket for breaks at P5.
Yeah, that's right. Rencore shut down, so Vancouver will have a lease on life, making a rotation over to New. Metals will be here first. Trake's nearby to block off one side of dirt. Tough gunfights though up top at mid, especially with Adravik, but TJ just jumps on in, doesn't coordinate that with Abe on the other side, and they will both drop. Hellstorm to try to put this game away, not even needed. Metals and Trakes will find the kills they need. And this is down to now desperation measures for Vancouver if they want to try to find a way to keep this game going.
Yeah, you got to get in. You got to hit a stun or a nade, try to contest your way through long. You know that Metals isn't going to OE and give up his life for free. Final 10 seconds, you got to get a push, but stuns are just slowing them down.
I have Gwyn getting less than 28.
And Miami's still looking to
Bronze,
close it
thank you
out
for that
here.
clarity.
Everyone dies at the wrong time, so Vancouver.
That shit is so loud, bro. Why does it do that?
Fights here for Lunars. Gets the first, tags onto the second, wants it, finds it, wins it. Double for him. Game's not over yet, but with only 8 seconds of cushion, the pressure
I told
immediately
Dread if he gambles all at that very moment and he loses, I would refund him half of the points that he lost.
Gonna get maybe a chance at a 1v1 here.
Scared money don't make money.
We head over to New at P1. TJ can't find the trade.
You told me that.
Trakes will get a double from a very predictable spot, and then that win for Metals may determine the game. Yeah, that sure will. Good stuff for Miami, man. A little bit of a slow start in the first couple of hills, but the macro game works out nicely. They slow down TJ.
That was so
and
easy.
honestly have a pretty comfortable win, all things told.
Yeah, you're winning basically every single rotation. So
I actually didn't know Metals came back.
Some misplays that happened at the P3s. It shouldn't be that easy for Vancouver to break the way that they did on your first go around. But you make your adjustments on the second with Metals playing patient
After
through
playing
the
some of
front.
these bot teams
The
don't
turning
deserve
point
the
of this game,
time,
though,
bro.
was the P5 to P1
They
change off
actually
the
do.
second rotation. That's a full 60.
That's fucked
that
up
you
to
cannot
say.
give up. On
There's
the
other
dead
teams
center
besides
hard point.
Optic.
It was just very difficult for Vancouver to try to set up a break because everyone individually was going one by one. All right, we're gonna chow long. I lose the gunfight. I'm one shot. I can't chow. They got a crossfire set up. Just wasn't in sync. Just committed on the default play, and you give up a full 60 on P1.
What's up,
Most
big
likely you're
homies?
gonna walk away with exposure and a W. But Miami take care of business. Super has his moments.
Win 19
Renko
kills.
started off
Love to
hot.
see
You had
it.
a couple Hellstorms to invest into that game.
That's a
And Miami
green
to start
motherfucker
off
for
the
me.
series on the right foot in the hard point.
Yo,
24
I said this last time, right?
22 non-traded.
I said this last time I watched Gwyn play. I said if there's anything I've learned
last year, it's already started off the
from
series
putting
the same
parlays
day.
down
For
on
Miami,
Vancouver
again, you
third,
love to see
it's
exposure
always
hard
do
point
the
come into the
under
mix
on
because
Gwyn
it's
and it's a
been
free
one of the most
green.
rehearsed maps, especially they played it in their last 3 series. They've only dropped it once. That was to Carolina most recently, but all things told,
What's
that
up, Marky?
scoreline 250 to 194 is right about what the average is for them. So they meet the marks in terms of how they've set this map up into their favor. For Vancouver,
How do I
you know,
do
okay,
thingy?
good start, strong start, but we're still looking to see how this team is going to come together, right? Like,
Yeah.
it still feels a little bit odd. I mean,
We can do a
TJ and Gwyn,
poll.
of course, have
If the mods
familiarity
want
with
to do
one
it.
another,
I mean, not a predict.
just based on the last couple of years of competing, but Abe and Lunars, it still feels like, we talked about this on Challengers yesterday.
Yeah.
It just feels like Lunars at the end of their last series against Optic, it's like, okay, cool, like that's the Lunars that we came to know when he played in Challengers. It felt like a lot of last year, he wasn't allowed to be who he is as a player. Yeah, we need to start seeing more moments like this.
He's
out of
talking
Lunars
like
where
a
he can get up, get
D-Gen.
aggressive, and show his
What the
flexibility.
fuck?
It just kinda
It's
feels
two
like
colors,
he
green
plays
and
very
red.
hesitant at times, and that doesn't help when you've got TJ and Gwyn who are trying to run and gun.
Oh yeah, with that
One
question,
means
you
money,
cannot
one
play
means
hesitant.
no
I
money.
understand
Like,
your rookie year.
what do you mean?
You don't want to make any mistakes. You don't want to be the reason why potentially you get dropped down back to challenge, but now you get a second attempt here. You got to make the most of it. You got to show why you got called up to the big leagues and not just be a shell of yourself. But you still have time to definitely turn that around. It's just a slow start there in the opening hard point. You got to remember, this is basically a new roster too, with TJ joining in the mix instead of Legends. So time is going to be their best friend. And hopefully with some time, they've been able to figure out Den Search and Destroy, because the 6-0 last time you played this versus Optic, and you didn't get no first bloods. Yeah, it got to be way different here.
Yeah, man, it's just like, there's a lot of things you could look at in terms of like roster composition, but that hardpoint flow chart actually tells a lot. It's
getting
just, like,
more than 7 kills.
To flatline if you're Vancouver, and they did that not once but twice. But
Drake's
a chance
getting
to go
more
to
than
Den
7
Search
kills.
and Destroy. It's been their most played search to this point. Got a win versus Boston here. They got beat up by Optic, to be fair, but outside of that kind of beat down by Optic, they've played a couple of
favorite BO7 map, like in the map pool for CDL, or like
round
in
11
general.
with Toronto, round 10 with New York. So out of all of the searches that they've played, this feels like the best chance for them to find another
Den's
map
my
win,
favorite map,
and especially against a Miami team who not just struggles in search and destroy, but we really haven't seen a lot of conviction from them in this map. They're 0-3 on it.
Yeah, 0-3 on the side of Miami, and I think the true struggle for them is the sniper on the other side. You're talking about playing against Carolina, where Exceed was popping 3 pieces. Okay, we play against C9. Beans is one of the best snipers, if not the best sniper in the game. And then to start off the season, you played against Toronto, where it was CleanX and Insight popping pieces with the sniper. It's just that first blood category. And on the opposite side for Super, where he's the guy with the sniper in hand, if he's not finding success, and then you got to change your play call, so it's the later half of the game, you're still trying to get familiar of these guys' play styles. I know you've been playing alongside Metals and Red Core for quite some time. You know who Traix is, but whenever you make a roster change, S&D is always the game mode that's going to take the most time just to be comfortable and understand what you can do and play off your teammates with it. So hopefully they have made the adjustments the same way Surge have made the adjustments. So this should be a back and forth game.
Agreed. I like that we point out to Abe, because as much as the conversation around Lunars existed at the end of map number 1 right there, I will say the Abe that we saw like at EWC, this is not the same Abe right now. It definitely feels like there's a lot of, okay, we'll let TJ and Gwyn do their thing. We'll try to fill up around them, but
I need Traix and TJ to get killed,
enough damage into Metals to force a team kill to come out. And already you've got Traix trying to take away space.
Who's my favorite CDL player?
Clean shots, advantage to Surge.
And now you got to retrieve the bomb and get
out. I don't think I have one.
TJ knocked down to 18 HP. Miami know that they have him trapped. The stun is going to connect, but the regen is in. So now the 3v2, do you decide to fight this if you're Surge? I would. You got the numbers.
Yeah, this comes down to, they want to kill a little bit of time and yet get some isolation. Super was working on a long route, saying if Vancouver want to stay here, I'll see if I can find something around the back. We'll be able to grab Lunars, if only just barely. 17 HP to his name.
This shit look like it's in 30,
to go on to the rest of this 1v2.
Bro.
Yeah, he's going to reset it too. Reposition himself to come behind enemy lines through his spawn.
Ew, I'm not answering that, Wizzy.
He's going to work through top window, not spot them, work their way in towards bottom comms. But the timing is his best friend.
Nade cooked into the corner, damage. Predicts it, they line up. Oh, he forces the team kill to TJ and deals with Gwyn. 1v3 for Super, letting them know.
Damn. Body shotting first round.
That's how you instantly shut down all momentum. Vancouver thinking, all right, 1v3, get this bomb planted. Should be an easy cakewalk round, but Super, this is why he was brought into the pro scene. For big time plays like that. Finds the one-on-one gunfight, the repositioning, the awareness.
Imagine they lose.
Because usually people in 2v1s are not using their tax. But he said tax can also assist me here in this fight. Both people are one shot. A team kill is forced. And that second guy is just melted to shreds with the Drav in hand. Super with 6 HP in a dream. Instantly still the souls of Vancouver. Miami take the opening round.
Oh, it's another heartbreaker right there for Vancouver.
Physics, thank you for the follow.
Early smoke out for the Surge defense.
Oh my. You have 4 mil? Oh, you're weird.
Just did not work. Let's just put it that way. Did not work.
Traix
should have Gwyn low, but wait. Gwyn's able to snipe to save TJ, who was low. So he gets the regen. Metals needs to be a little bit cautious here about how much he shows before it gets pulled off by Gwyn.
Yeah, you gotta be careful because Gwyn is obviously holding the angle and finds kill number 2 on the round. Snipers cause Miami problems on this map because they cannot be as aggressive as they want to. Give him 3. He's looking for the ace. Super though, and another 1v3 attempt.
If he pulls this off, that would be unbelievable. But the bomb is down, 33 seconds on the clock. He's gonna have to move quick. Might get isolation here, but doesn't see TJ on that cross. Or does he? Oh, goodness. Now has the isolation. TJ's in some major trouble, but nah, Super cannot lock down the shots into the staircase. And, well, You can kind of see a little bit of sigh of relief right there out of a couple of the player camps for Vancouver, because I think they realized that they were completely separated.
Yeah, and that's the difference right there, because Super's thinking, this guy's one shot. They have to be playing a two-man setup. Where the hell is Quinn for the shots in towards the back? But TJ with the movement gets it done, but it's all on the back of what Quinn starts off with the sniper. Give me 3, no smoke grenades, gonna keep you alive. Tie the game up. Now they go back on offense where they're hoping, if we go for this A strat again, we're not going to give up another 1v3.
Here we go. Back to the same opening attack that Vancouver had in round number 1. Aggression over towards the A site. Miami stepping away, just throwing shoulders through small. Rencor on the corner has Super there for a little bit of assistance. There's the nades, but TJ maybe able to break some of the timing up. No, pops up, but Super protects Rencor on the exit. Abe trying to at least get one trade, but he's a bit stuck. Or is he? Lunar saves a life, and we'll transition into the 2v2 from here.
Yeah, oh that's just something right there that Trace is going to have to learn from.
Why is he 1 and 3?
You don't always have to play the trade. Your teammates were in a position to play here, Trace. You just give up your life for free, and now Vancouver sees all of that information that they are approaching from the flank side. So time is starting
Rank
to
play isn't even out yet.
And this is going to force Miami to think that they're going over towards B, but this is a bloodbath about a minute.
Uh-oh, yeah. Shots are perfect from Metals. It just a little bit too slow for Vancouver, checking every single corner because you have to, like you mentioned, they just didn't know where the other Heretics member was, but it's just a straight rundown by Miami. You see the initial challenge for Vancouver largely shut down thanks to the support from Super.
Garbanzo.
It's just both players, Redcore and Metals, are just running together, knowing that they could trade these guys out. That's just that confidence, knowing that, hey, Miami just feel like they're the better team right now. We can gun these guys, so let's just chase them down.
Damn, you saw the teamwork on full display early into that round. Super and Rencor. I'll get first blood. You're going to get chased. Don't worry, I got your back. And even with Trace throwing away his life for free, you still got the ice, fellas. Clutching up on the round. So now back on the offense for Miami. Another smoke grenade gets invested for Vancouver to try to take some space over towards B. Or not. Everybody's going to sit towards back Dojo, but just spot TJ on the cross.
Yeah,
dude, oh my God.
Forward, gets through the smoke. Is he able to spot Abe through this lingering smoke? He sees the gun and then gets the pre-fire with team shots from Rencor. Yeah, man. Miami's looking pretty good right now. Vancouver just a little slow.
They're getting belt to ass.
And they're getting punished by the sheer aggression out of Heretics at the moment.
Yeah, it's just they're pushing through the smoke grenade. Like, you're keeping the smoke on their side of B so they can stay on their head glitch and not push through 10. But that's 2 times now where you invest that smoke and they're already on that B site ready for gunfight. So TJ just gets caught off guard. Abe not in a position to play a trade because he's still going to be one shot and trapped in that corner. And then once you lose those 2 players at Dojo, you have to try to make up for it somehow, some way, either on a pinch or through the middle of the map. And your island player in Super catches one for free, and then Gwyn, last man standing, just gets picked off. So got to make some adjustments now if you're Vancouver, because that smoke grenade to try to slow them down is not slowing them down.
Agreed. Feels a little too easy right now for Miami. Outside of the heroics from Gwyn's sniper rifle, it has been, yep, a lot of this.
Great.
I mean, what are we looking at, Jay? Hello?
All right.
They've played this map more than any other, and it looks like we're just kind of throwing things into the wind to see what actually catches.
What is happening?
They tried to switch up their pacing there. 4-man push through B. But the smoke probably doesn't get to where they wanted to. Stuns and nades are connecting on the side of Miami, and this time they decide to stack
Miami's just all up in their ass.
It's been a 2-2 split every single round. You weren't expecting a sniper to be there, so you're forced to slide a little bit more aggressive to get towards the outskirts, but the crossfire is being set up for Miami. Time is your best friend. They are starting to look polished here in Search and Destroy.
I'll say, I mean, it doesn't get much simpler than this for Miami at the moment. Gwyn trying to keep that sniper active over towards Dojo. Trakes is going to show some pressure with a smoke and maybe a couple of pre-fire shots, but that is all just a sleight of hand. It keeps TJ and Gwyn interested, has Abe pulled all the way back at pillars, so depending on where exactly Miami want to go, they're going to find themselves at worst like a 3-on-1 if they commit together.
They're just looking for information on at least one player. Potentially the rotation on Lunars. He's going to sit Nice and tight over towards Platt. But the bomb starting to edge its way over towards A. At the same time, Vancouver should have this information. There's still no one at B. All right, they got to be A.
Yeah, and that's enough information right there from Abe saying that we're in some trouble. Gwyn, nice shot. TJ cleaning up Trace.
Gwyn's actually shooting back with a sniper.
What happens on the terrace? Lunar's hunting, searching, caught from behind. Where's the help? Gwyn's got a pistol out, trying to get in there. Does he have support with this? He does. TJ for the trade to the 1v1. It's Rencor on the other side. 20 seconds to play. Rencor not going to plant. Instead, try to rewrap this around the back of Dragon. Ooh, does he have the time to get all the way to B?
He does.
He definitely does.
Gonna be close, and yeah, he'll just have it by a couple of seconds.
Yeah, TJ was expecting him. Okay, 15 seconds. No way he's going to think about that rotation. But now it's all about the exit. Can TJ spot him in towards Dojo?
God.
He does, and the SMG flying high. Allows him to get the better of Rencor there. I just think Miami were a little slow on their approach. Like, they were waiting for the perfect amount of information so they can set up the perfect play. But it's just when you're wasting that much time, Vancouver most likely are scouting towards B. You're giving them time to rotate back and be set up for that
They have one
fight.
round. Yeah, they do.
It all starts with Gwyn finding that sniper. But the closer and TJ from the top ropes. Give me that 1v1 Rencor. 4-2 now to score.
Yeah, I like the idea in terms of the playbook design for Miami. Like, you have Trakes with the smoke, a little bit of noise created over towards Dojo. It keeps those defenders there. You're trying to get a little bit of damage into Lunar, so he calls for help, but
Abe is struggling, bro.
Metals up top is seen by Abe, and that just kind of gives away the entire play. Vancouver are not going to be fooled by that. You're trying to catch the defense on rotation, though. So it doesn't fully work out. Super trying to tag on a TJ, throwing very narrow shoulders. And Lunars has an eye on Trakes, trying to line up the shots, finds damage, but no kill. We'll stay 4v4 with a minute on the clock.
Yeah, and Miami have already gained the info. They're taking their sweet time on this approach. So let's just set up the conga line, 50-yard line, and don't allow them to get by us. And Meadows is able to gain more info over towards that P2 side. But now the bomb carrier is working its way right through the middle of the map, and Miami already know it.
All trying to just hit out window. Trakes overwhelmed by the double hit from Surge. Miami just kind of closing off mid at the moment.
Did Dreadful win at all? I think he did. He has like 4 mil points.
Rencor down low to watch the close corner. But if you're Vancouver, you're going to go field things out at B, which is wide open for the taking unless Super can do something on a peek through Dojo. Miami's got the read. They're going to be able to try to contest this.
Low key Miami.
3v3 too. And they also find one with
Gwyn's
Super
with
with the sniper. So now TJ has to be very quick on this pinch because Miami aren't going to slow down. Everyone already in 10. Abe is already going to fall. And if they find that kill on the opposite side, TJ now turns it into a one-on-one.
I need TJ to get one more kill.
It's versus
or
Super,
two more.
Who I think has showcased himself. And goes to the scope, misses. TJ gonna back down just a touch. Has to be cautious of what angles he peeks now, knowing that Super's got a scope in hand.
Crowd, thank you for the 2 months.
And Super thinks he went Dojo. That is not the case. And TJ, backside comes through.
Fuck.
Oh my goodness! Super late to the party, but shows up with the goods.
I needed him to get like
That's
2
his
kills.
8th elimination, and now it's a 5-2 tally to Miami.
Oh, Super's got the ice. He's got the ice at A, and he's let him know that's just way too easy. Final 15 seconds. Catch you
I don't
off
think
guard.
Trakes is getting 8, bro. He needs 4 more kills. Maybe he'll fucking clutch. Who knows?
But then just
who knows?
The turn, switch.
Let's just make this go a little longer. A little longer, please.
Puts the finishing touches there on Mr. Halley. And now Miami at game point.
Oh, man. Here we go. Do or die time for Vancouver. Abe is just not figuring it out right now. 1-7.
Oh, let's go. I mean, I did the same shit as you, honestly. I'm making mine around the same time.
Good angle. That's enough for seeing information. And Super's not going to miss that. In Vancouver.
Yeah, Abe is not having a good time.
Off of TJ's
I read 1-7. I knew it was Abe, bro. Oh, there's 2.
TJ now to the pistol, trying to see if he can force out a
Trakes
second
kill.
Not the case.
Okay.
Abe, Lunars, last one's left alive.
I need Surge to win this. I need Surge to fucking win this.
On the clock.
This round at least.
Has to clear this left corner. Trakes nearby. Vancouver gonna just double team it all the way out and over the top. Should be able to find this kill, but Super makes it interesting. Enough time though for the defuse.
Yeah, good stuff right there to Vancouver to just take that angle of approach instead of giving Gwyn.
TJ needs 1 more kill.
A potential angle to line you up with that sniper. Hit Chow both from the side.
Dude, I'm nervous. Why do I get so
And then
nervous?
Super,
I
the
don't like
sniper
this.
pistol. Just 2v1 send it. Miami tried to switch up their pacing. That was the first time they got the bomb.
All right,
planted in
now
the
I
first
figured out how to go live on
15,
YouTube.
20
Now I need to figure out how to
Just
go
trying
live on
catch them off guard,
TikTok.
but Vancouver had the numbers to retake it, even off the back of that first blood from Super.
Yeah.
I don't even got that much on the
Long road
line,
ahead
bro.
of them,
I
though.
just want
That's
money.
one of what has to be multiple rounds
I only
consecutively
put
put
$5
together.
out.
Gwyn going to be an island player at A. Looks like for the moment he wants to make sure there's no aggressive defense on the top side of the map, but instead for Miami,
TJ
they're going to
get
take
one
mid
fucking kill,
and
bro.
run with it. Super wanted to cross. We double peeked that for reasons that
One
you
in
may not
5.
understand. 11
Please
kills
don't
for
peek.
Super.
Please don't
and
peek. Please don't peek.
I don't know
Please
if he
don't
sees
peek.
that
Please
slide
don't
over.
peek.
Maybe he
Please don't
does. He's
peek.
looking for the window peek.
You already have the first blood, though.
I think Trix is
Teammates
gonna get a
making sure
kill.
you're
Trix is
safe
gonna get a
from
kill.
Couch's
Trix is gonna get a
side,
kill.
So you can already see Gwyn
Yeah.
trying to play for that
No.
kill, and
Let's
Trace
go.
got your
Let's go.
teammates back. 4v2.
He needs to get 2 more.
TJ Allen and Luna's trying to clutch
Okay,
them
but I
up.
need TJ to.
Yeah. Metals, clean shots.
No!
How about one more? Yeah, no problems there, man.
No!
Goodness. Obviously a much better,
Mother
more polished showcase there
fucker.
from Miami. A couple of really cool designs, even if one of them may not necessarily work, but the playbook looks like it's starting to get pretty built out here
I need to
on
see the
10.
scoreboard.
For Vancouver, though, can't quite get on the same page.
Yeah, Vancouver looks fucking
And maybe
defeated.
that's just the umbrella statement we can use for them right now with the recent change in the roster, but not good. That's pretty much the only real words I have about that. Not very good.
Yeah,
Trace
but
got
I'm
6
looking at
and TJ
Miami
got
just
7.
so
I'm
far in
fucking
2 maps,
annoyed.
showing the improvements that they needed to. Adjustments in the hard points, making sure you're dominating off the rotations. You've been struggling in search and destroy, and that's due to a lot of these rounds not going your way early on. But this time you find 7 out of the 9 first bloods in this game. It was a lot on the back of what Super and Metals were able to get done, especially with so many clutches there out of Super. But they were starting to play in sync. The teamwork, the crossfires, what we saw all of last season from Miami Heretics is starting to be shown on display in this S&D. And if they can play like that, oh yeah, this is still going to be one of those teams that are very difficult to play. It doesn't matter how good you are.
Yeah.
Because they can catch you off guard. And now you're going into an exposure overload where this is the mode they need to work on. We saw improvements in the first 2 maps. Bound to see some here.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah, they're 1-3 on Overload overall, and I think for a lot of us, we still have that Toronto Koi opener stuck in our minds. That just got completely beep, boop, bang, boomed out of the map. But outside of that, they've got 1 win, 4-1, and they've got 2 losses outside of that. There were 3-4.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're competing, just comes down to can you actually find a way to convert wins on a regular basis. Feels like they might be primed to do that here, but we're going to go to a break. When we come back, it's Overload exposure with Miami looking for the 3-0, or Vancouver starting to get a reverse sweep put together with the first step. We'll find out what happens when we come back after this.
Why did it sound like that? I don't know, that hurt. Yeah, we got a gambling system now. Test it out.
Yeah, I'm feeling great. Those guys are frauds. It's Sunday. We're on land. Reverse sweep. It's easy.
I suck with this. Bruh. I'm not using that shit ever again, dude. Straight up.
It's 2 in the mix. Nero's gonna get.
Go! Go!
Holy shit.
Oh, hold on. They're actually
Big
making
win.
plays.
Wait, there's only one guy. Wait, they got it, bro. What?
Oh, what the f?
What's up, fork? Fork or forcing?
Bro.
Forking? Oh my god, you're either big bag or you're
We're gonna have
strong.
a
Oh
friendly
my god, that's
competition
two
amongst the
opposites.
dads on this show. How many dad jokes can we fit in? Well, I have the opportunity to go first, so Allie, let's take the lead right now.
I
Why
just
can't
so
Mike
butchered
stand
your
up on
name,
their
bro.
own?
Why?
Because they're too tired. Got her! All right, let's keep this moving, Nameless, because we got a lot to talk about. Starting here with the standings.
One time.
One more behind me. Time. That's that time. He's nice. Yeah, we'll run him. I told you we'll run him, bro.
Black Ops 7 returns to the Esports World Cup in Riyadh this summer. Scan the QR code to be notified when tickets go live later this month. Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL. Look like the pros to play like the pros. The CDL team skins are available now. Scan the QR code or check out the in-game store now.
You can't steal.
We're contesting.
Caps on.
It's okay, you still have 400k channel points.
That's a huge win, but look who
Get in!
Get in! He managed to get it.
I don't know if there are 4 guys that love challengers more than those boys right now. The Bush Gaming watch parties have been lit. Big shout outs to those guys for entering the space. Not with a whisper. I'll tell you that much. They came in hot and they have been entertaining. And hey, I'll just say this much. If you love COD, you want to watch it more than just Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, make sure you tune in on Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Oh, yeah.
Challengers Elite. Dude, yesterday was a movie. Legitimately a movie. We had Blackhearts go down to 245 to 250.
Colossus.
We had ARs on Colossus getting 45 kills. Dude, it's insane out there. Make sure you're tuning in to get yourself warmed up for the weekend.
I'm telling you, I don't know, it's something different about challenges. It gotta be the air or all the people that are just showing the support this season. There's so much hype around challenges, and I'm happy to be such a small part of it. But
Oh, Optic dropped the
Push,
process
you got
for
the
Merc today?
Stallions, you
Oh,
got the
shit.
Hunts,
Should we
and then
watch
you
that?
got Next Threat. Shout out Doug Sensor, brought that organization back. Everything for challenges is just on the up and up. But back over to the pro match we go, where Vancouver backs against the wall, down 0-2. They usually so fight here in Overload, and Miami looking to improve in this mode.
That's true. That's true. Hey, they were able to win, obviously, their most recent affair with Optic, but also this is where they started the reverse sweep versus Boston. So some familiarity there for Vancouver, kind of on the Kurt Signetti mantra of refuse to lose. We'll see how things go, though. Traix trying to clean up some space early, and this is setting up really nicely, especially if Traix can find that kill onto Abe, but he will survive. Super trying to find the trade over the top, but yeah, Abe is off the regen, and now you got a little pinch developing as Gwyn clears out more space.
Yeah, Gwyn only finds one though, and now it's Lunas trying to get something done from top window, lines up with doubles. You have the numbers, you just don't have the mid-map control. You just got to get past Traix. Job well done. Everyone accounted for. Now we can start to take some space.
Hey,
Still
chat,
don't
what did you
have
guys eat
control
today?
of the EMP, but you
I
can
need
already
ideas.
see Mr. Lunas on your mini-map setting up a pinch through B point.
See how things unfold. Rancor.
Taco Bell air. Okay, you better get you some food.
SMG up close
KFC.
working
You
out
see,
nicely.
I can't
This
eat
has
any of
been
these. I mean, I
a nice
can.
moment for Vancouver. I was gonna say, like, the opening minute of this was just sheer
Chipotle
TDM,
chicken
but
wrap
now all
from
of a
the
sudden you've got Vancouver
deli.
trying to clear some space up.
You ever
pull some
had
focus to
Chipotle
A,
mayo with
but
turkey,
need to wait
bro?
for these two off the respawn before they can commit to one zone or the other.
Yeah, but Metals gains the info. All right, the EMP is starting to get off the rotation, so just spread the map a
Dude,
little
I've
bit,
been
and now
craving,
Lunas
like,
opens up the A point. You got
those
the numbers,
waffles,
Abe
like,
on
in the
pinch,
yellow
finds
box.
kill number
You know what I'm
3.
talking
Now
about?
you
What
gotta
brand
do
is that?
take care of Metals on the
Eggo?
back wall. Super set up one crossfire, but
I think
Metals
it's
does
called.
enough. Stuns and nades
Yeah,
to
I've been
just keep
craving those for like
Vancouver
weeks.
not near that A
I'm like,
point.
dude, I just don't want to eat those.
Time of possession's looking
And I was
decent for them.
scrolling
Just need to find the
on
kills behind it. And I
DoorDash
will
the other
say,
day
Metals is having himself a series.
in Target,
What is
and
it
I
we
saw
often say?
Premier
When
makes
Metals is frying,
buttermilk
Miami's usually
protein
winning.
waffles.
Seems like that's often the
Oh
missing
my
link.
God.
Hello?
Like even
TJ
when it
almost
went,
snapped with
even
the
I put it in the
goal.
air fryer.
He should
Even
be
when it
able
was
to
in there,
score
it smelled
here.
so good.
Uncertain if there's anyone over
I
the
think
top, but
Kodak
no
made
worries, the
protein
patience will
waffles,
still
and
work
that
out for
shit
the first
tasted
score for
like
Vancouver.
I
cardboard.
think Rancor just forfeited that score. I think he thought that was instantly gonna go on in. So he was
But these
playing
were,
the
I
reset.
had one, bro. I was
And
like, bro,
TJ was
this is
thinking
like a
there has to be
dessert.
At least one more
Yeah, this
guy
is
here, but
dangerous.
this is why Miami played the reset. Can you get past
I'm never
this player
getting
working
Kodak
on the
ever
pinch you
again.
do, so you instantly tie
Kodiak,
the
Kodak,
game.
whatever the fuck.
Now
I don't
the
even
EMP
know.
spawning
The
over towards
brown
lower
box.
dirt
Of
side.
course it
Instead of
tastes like
wrapping back here,
fucking
pushing
tree
through, and now
'cause it's
Rancor
brown.
on the pinch does get caught though.
That shit tastes like dirt.
Waiting for the
What's
next
the
point of
brand?
contact
Premier.
as Miami is set up largely
Premier
to surround
buttermilk
this
protein
defense.
waffles. That shit
But
fire.
clearing mid-map is Metals on
Hey, Havoc.
3 in a row. Looking for more. Able to find TJ before he can drop all the way down over to dirt. Oh! Top Metals, another. That's 5 in a row now for them. 11 and 4, and Miami can get to work for a potential pickup. And while we try to set that up for an execute, we'll jump over to elicit in with Metals likely roaring.
Ir para izquierda.
Tengo L, ¿verdad? Que tengo COVID, o sea, tengo L. Push up L,
arriba paneles, ¿vale?
Ir para izquierda, ¿vale? Voy a pinchar P3 ahora, no pueden estar en con, ¿vale? No pueden estar en con.
Hay uno inner, paneles. Inner y arriba paneles. Otro más, paneles más arriba, paneles tuyo. Está conmigo.
Te ayudo, Nico, vente. Vente. ¿Te chisea?
No sé.
Sí, dos.
¿Qué haces?
Va para el medio.
Izquierda uno inner muerto.
Otro más con, ¿vale?
No veo una inner conmigo.
Sí.
Otro muerto.
Vamos a izquierda. Caja, tío,
No plato. Hay una deep izquierda. Caja muerto.
The Spanish comes.
P1 no veo. P1, muy toca P1, Teach. Estoy jugando P1. No sé si puedo. P4, tío. Fuera del P4.
Oye, está en derecha uno.
Van a ir derecha.
Llévale ahora.
Mírame tubo. Van a ir izquierda a lo mejor. Mírate la derecha. Parece izquierda.
Vete.
Voy a la izquierda. Cométela. Hay una otra, creo.
Está en pirulo,
No, la P4, me dio P4 igual.
Van derecha, ¿no? Sí.
Me tiene ring.
Joder, pinch.
Lo tienes P4 yo pinch.
Ojo, P4 muerto, tú, Ani.
Bueno, de la buena, ¿qué hace?
Arriba, Pirulo.
Not fluent in Spanish like you, RJ, but pretty conversational, pretty calm for Miami as they set up this defense. They get the read, they get the
Why is
shutdown.
Rancor
Now it's just
4 and
making
9?
sure they count for every single Surge member.
Yeah, that's exactly what they were doing right there in that communication. You know, I'm not fluent in Spanish. I do know a little bit, but they were just sitting there like, what are Vancouver? Where are they going? Oh, they're trying to push up middle. They're just playing it patient, waiting for us to make a mistake, and now they have an opportunity to capitalize on it. Final 30 seconds on the round, but the kill feed lit up in white. Surge have time of possession in there.
Appreciate you, Havoc.
Now you're going to rotate it over towards B.
It's going to be Trakes, the sole defender for now. Gwyn able to find one with the pistol. Defense has to rotate. A moment where Rancor is considering the pinch, but thinks the...
Now that I think about it, somebody asked me if I had a favorite CDL player.
Gabe, gonna just make sure Gwyn can get to the overtime and give Vancouver one last chance.
I guess, followed Ghosty. So I guess he's one of my favorites. I don't have like a one individual favorite though. When he was doing so bad on LA, I wanted to cry.
And there really is no entryway.
And I'm so happy he's frying on this team.
Put something together in a miracle way, as Miami just continue to go back and forth and chase down the EMP.
Yeah, it's just been all right. I'm gonna show face here. I'm going back the other way. You guys continue to camp
Bro, why
your
is this game
corners, and you
so
guys
slow?
Continue to have goal line stops. It was a very quick score from Vancouver. I thought they were gonna start to run away with the map. But it seems like both teams right now just hesitant on their plays. Like they both a little bit slow when they need to be a little quicker. We're losing the key gunfights to open up these lanes so you can have your EMP carrier run right behind you. And neither team right now is willing to make any mistakes. No one is scamming. This is just, I'm gonna make sure I'm waiting for the perfect opportunity to get this point.
I hate how there's no game audio, dude. It's literally so like deafening. Like there's nothing going on
Not
up
a bad
here.
opener though from really either team. Again, it took a while. That first minute is really just a TDM, but worked out fine.
Dude, I can't stand silence. I actually can't. Oh my god.
Attack for Miami has us looking at the second half eagerly.
I'm sorry, I'm dramatic.
Going to be any sort of an
that shit really
influence
pisses me off
gaining
though.
favor for one side or the other. Trakes trying to set something up with Metals. Initial trade is decent, but no chance to get any early pulls here for either team as they
Is
continue
that
to try to feel each
a
other out.
disorder? Like just because I'm uncomfortable with silence?
All right,
Like
no one's gonna
like,
OE. We're just gonna protect the EMP. 3 different players on the side of Vancouver go over.
Oh, now you want to shoot
Trakes.
Trakes? Okay.
But now this is an opportunity for Miami. You just gotta take care of Abe, and it's Trakes on 3 in a row. Starting to pop a little bit of takeover here. Movement, sliding and gliding, just keeping Vancouver on their back foot.
Oh my goodness.
Perfection. That's another 2.
Dude, Rancor
With
is
3 dead,
pissing
Miami
me the fuck
recover
off.
the EMP.
Shoot, you're God, please.
Yeah, but Super's in a little bit of trouble here, trying to get off
Bro,
the
Metals
regen.
is 2011.
Now he's gonna escort Metals a little bit further over towards A. He wants to run it.
They're waiting for Trakes.
Yeah, for Trakes to hit this route, and if he can,
I'm gonna start
find
singing
one,
once it's silent, bro.
should be a chance to score this
I'm gonna
pretty
sing some
easily,
country.
all the way around the back.
Oh my God.
Sees Lunars at range, but can't win the gunfight, and all of a sudden you're a little bit stalled out unless Rencor could show up and give you some space. The first
If I
one's
had
good.
to
The
be left
second one's
alone
not
with my
bad,
thoughts
but
and only
can't
my
quite finish
thoughts,
the
I would
kill.
think I would
Metals
just
thinking about it, trying to
go
find
insane.
some kills, but no. TJ shuts it down, and Vancouver will possess the EMP.
That's another story of that one gunfight is all you need
Yeah,
to
not
run
ban
another
me.
score in. And we
You don't know
keep on
ball.
losing
Trust,
it.
you don't know ball.
So a goal line stop there from
I don't think
Surge.
I've ever listened to a Kane Brown
Now
song.
waiting for Abe to develop on his route through the middle of the map. Another piss on the opposite side for Trakes. This can break them down.
I'm gonna sing some
Trakes, you
Doja.
just need to find
Bitch,
a
I'm
double.
a
At least
cow.
finds one. Can you get this trade
Bitch,
on
I'm a
Abe?
cow.
You don't. And Abe just winning that one gunfight again slows down the play.
Well, Vancouver able to stabilize. The EMP will reset.
My
See if they
God.
can find a way to win this outright as we jump into a Vancouver. Listen in.
Back ring done. Nice, good job. One's off spawn, missing one.
Yeah,
Probably pillar. They like pillar. I tried to need over mid. Careful. I think they're mid. I might need over mid. Careful.
Push on left, push on left.
I don't even know what I have on this map.
I'm already hot. I like your mid.
Con right now.
Two server, one left.
Server, one con.
Too long on me.
Dude, why is Super AIM 12? Anytime I put money on someone, they decide to play like shit.
Front server, super. Going long.
Spawn right.
Let's have his left.
Okay.
I don't see P4.
Okay.
Right in this right then.
Yeah, we can go right then.
I'm ironing con. A-search.
Okay.
Yo, flanking dead, one shot.
A-search in.
Nice, 2.
You're right,
Oh my God, I put Rancor and Super shooting, and now they're both bottom fragging. Like,
Tricks, one shot. Here, I'm marked on your Isaiah.
One shot.
Shot the back, two of them.
Better get pinched here.
I repent.
I got one shot
We're
here.
gonna have to wrap
Try to
it.
get trope down.
I spawned right there, pinching.
Here, I'm gonna need this, bro.
On the hitty. Metal.
Here, I need it. Need it close.
Zig tricks.
Not taking the heady.
A-search on.
Tell me close, weak, on the barrel. Right.
social anxiety.
Search one shot.
I don't get social anxiety.
There's two in the right.
I like being out in public.
They go top.
I read it.
Nice, good.
I just don't like talking to people.
Open your right teach.
They could be our low range. Could be low range on me.
Could be, I hear you. I saw my little ring.
Like, I'll talk to
Nice
people,
job.
but I'm never the one to strike a
Right,
conversation
right, right,
first.
right.
I like
Okay,
keeping it to
okay.
myself.
Top ring. I'm one shot.
Push on right.
And I don't do good in large groups because I can't find a pocket to speak in. Like, I'll just shut up while everybody else is talking. Because I don't want to, like,
I hear you on deep right too.
I don't want to put in the effort to try to, like, get in a word. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lazy socializer.
Feels like a bit of a stalemate right now, Jay. It just seems like every time either one of these two teams gets 3 down, they can't find the last kill they need to set up an actual execute to score. It's been really quiet this half.
Yeah, it's just all right. Every time we get 2 kills to go our way, it's just 1 kill that
I
goes
will
down
drink
on the
it?
opposite.
Wait, what?
That makes it an instant slowdown,
Like that.
and just like that.
I feel
2
what you're
kills
saying.
in favor of Vancouver. Metals off the respawn, lines up a double. Now Luna's
Metal's
trying
gonna
to
catch, bro. I should have put money on him. He's
slither
actually
his way with the
shooting.
EMP, but he falls. And now Miami have an opportunity to instantly get a score because there's only 1 person here to contest.
Oh, but
Where's the
TJ
lead
finds
blocker,
the EMP
man?
carrier, dude. It's just, I wanted to be a little bit harsher. Like, stalemate was the polite way of saying it. It feels like a pillow fight right now. It's just like both teams are like, no, you.
Yeah,
no,
I know it's you.
no,
Who else would say I would
you.
drink it? I know you're
It's
talking
just
about one of my
we're not
bodily
getting that
fluids.
last final effort to get these scores through. Metals, again, having a great map. Trakes could be said for the same. But we're not able to find that last kill that matters to get a score for really either team at the moment. Shut down on the device.
Rancor
30
is
seconds to play before we get to potential
okay.
overtime. And I don't know even what to expect if we get to that final 4v4 overtime.
I don't know, man. It might just end with all 4 players alive. Who knows? In the final 20 seconds, Vancouver are going to give it one last push, and now it's off the back of Lunars. Working
Dude,
on this pitch.
oh my God,
Loses
Super,
the key
you're...
gunfight. And
Oh!
now Vancouver just trying to make a last game, last-ditch heroic through Bit and Zig. But they're getting cut down by Rencor. You die at the right time because now we're going into overtime, 4v4.
Okay, see what happens. How do we want to try to play this one out? And we're going to get 2 minutes of TDM. Do we know what happens if the overtime doesn't end at 1:50? Like, I have a feeling that
I need a Rancor to drop 5 more, and I'm solid.
Look at Miami. Look at how they're playing
For now.
All right, make
And
sure
then I
our
can
building
stress
is
about the
safe.
other 2.
EMP is secured. Neither team looking for a scam. Nade is gonna connect onto TJ.
Super's not dropping fucking.
Him and Rencore trade spots. But 30 seconds already wiped off the game clock. No one committing on a fight.
Dude, does it just end in a draw and then we replay
Super's
the
not dropping
map?
23.
Like,
Who's down bad, Eric?
I'm a little naive right now, but
You're
this
ache.
may end
You're ache in your bumba clock.
with all 8 players still alive. Minute 15.
What does that even mean, bro?
And all is quiet. no one wants to make the first move.
We're not
For all
skimming.
the chaos and excitement that we've seen in Overload, this may be the most quiet one, but there it is. Trakes finds the opener. Gwyn, TJ, convert, finding the trades back in Miami, make the first move and have Super left it into a 1v3. Able to connect onto one and reset. Plenty of time to move, but Lunars holds him back.
Yeah, this is chalk.
Super still has a lot of time to work with. And Vancouver
Yo!
are gonna try to take mid away. Make sure they try to protect the EMP. Do not line up again for Super! As he closes out the game. A 1v3 in the S&D, a 1v3 in the Overload. Mr. Ice in the veins. Miami get the 3-0.
Give me a break, dude. Oh, Vancouver can't believe it. I can't believe it. This is next level. First of all, yeah, thank you for this replay. I wasn't sure if he was gonna make it all the way. That is up and over. The follow-up, oh my goodness. How clutch has Super been for Miami in this series?
I just don't get it though, Al. Like Vancouver in the numbers advantage, the only way you lose that is if Super retrieves the EMP and scores it on you. Somehow, some way,
Wow.
he catches us, not one of us, but both of us off guard and guns us both to shreds. Vancouver, I would say is gonna need some time, but I don't know about that one. That's the unlosable, and they somehow lost it.
I cannot believe it. I was so certain that we spoke that this was going to be
two of my parlays got chalk.
survive, overtime expires, and we get a draw. Like at how it was building, it looked like that was going to be the case. But you're absolutely right. Vancouver's got a 3v1. All we got to do
My
is run
Surge,
away and
they're
don't
fucking
chill the guy.
trash.
That's a win condition in its own right. But Super makes the play. I can already hear Patrick Ake's price on the flanks tonight. I can already hear him, dude. Oh my goodness, that's unexcusable.
Dude.
Miami wins 3-0. Vancouver, I don't even know what to say, but they've got one series left before we get to Dallas, and they have to play FaZe.
Yeah. Vancouver, you do your thing. You put yourself at 2 and 3.
You watch your
You got a
mouth.
chance
No.
at winners bracket.
I
So
will
hopefully
not.
you continue to shine like the way you did in this series.
Wow.
Miami, I'm sorry.
Anywho, if
Guys.
you're looking for more COD, it's not just challengers, it's also the
I
college
will
COD League.
potentially. I forgot to tell you.
For regular
I will
signups, that
potentially
closes on the end of January 18th. If you find
be
yourself
fostering
in
a
college,
dog
find 3
soon.
friends that also go to that
Potentially.
college. Sign yourself up. It is a fun time. $25,000 in total prize pool, by the way.
A lot of money.
Oh, yeah. Dude, Donnie Temp, Major Maniac are playing for Fisher this year.
We'll take it.
What? That's happening. Allie! What's up, girl?
I'm alive.
Jay, if we lost a map like that, yeah, we'd be blowing it up.
Unlosable, dog.
Unlosable. That's unacceptable. That's literally unacceptable.
That's no good. All right, we are not happy with
cow.
Vancouver's performance tonight. Allie, you picked the winning team again, though. You're pretty good at this, so you
What
had
kind of pup?
confidence
I have
in
no idea.
Miami.
Welcome
What
back.
gives you such confidence in a matchup against
I have
Vancouver?
2
I think it's
girl
just kind
dogs
of, not only
at
we're in
home with
where
my
Vancouver
parents.
is right now, just picking up TJ, and obviously they had kind of that honeymoon
Well,
match last week when we
technically
saw what he
one
was
is
capable of doing.
one was
With
mine,
Miami,
and then I
they're a
moved
team that's
out,
always
and then when I
continuing to
moved
try and
out,
be in
and
that
my
top
brother
4
moved out
conversation. And I feel like when it
afterwards,
comes to this organization,
they got
they've
another
given me
dog.
a lot to put
So
that
they pretty
trust
much
in them,
replaced
right?
us.
So for me, it's more of just trusting the organization. And
But
trusting
I
these
didn't. When I
players
went
and
home
kind of the system
the
that they're
first
playing.
time, like, and they had the second dog. Her name is Paris. She was like such a stranger to me. Like it was like hard for me to like
I think they picked up 7 of them. Super finding a lot with the sniper. And converting
get
those
close
into
to her.
rounds. Search was just
But towards the end of my trip, we were like besties, and now she loves me. Like she cuddles me all the time. She cuddles me more than Story does. But when Paris is laying on me, Story gets so jealous and she just like literally plops herself on my face. Like she doesn't give a fuck.
They just have the players who can have special moments, and Super had a special series this time.
Can we highlight my guy?
So you want a boy? I prefer girl dogs, but I don't have. Like I just don't want to get humped. Like I've been humped by boy dogs. It's not fun. I don't want to see no red rocket.
If you have the ball.
That stressed me out right there. I thought it was gonna fall off.
Oh my God, they're gonna.
Oh! He did it again! He did it again! Oh my God!
He just stamped him. He just.
To mute Bose. Oh my God.
About if you go to overtime, it basically becomes sudden death, search and destroy.
And we're sitting back there, and me and Joe are like, just don't chow. Everybody just sit back, just don't chow. And what happens? Miami are like, screw it, we're just gonna go fight. They start to lose the fight. We're looking at each other like, this is why you don't fight them. And then Super wins an impossible 1 versus 3. Realistically, he killed the guy right before that. So yeah, I mean, that's terrible Call of Duty.
We got to give a shout out to Vancouver's social media manager for all of their artwork, but this was a miss. Why are we in D-tier?
That's why.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's why.
Proof is in the pudding.
Because y'all have blunders like that, man. Like, we got to get into the camp, owners, everybody sit down and just ask them how. How?
Oh my God.
Do you?
He got bodied by the clutch master. He goes by the name of Super. At 25 years old, he has taken over the Call of Duty scene in Spain and the globe. You look at his numbers here, Ali. First in the lobby across the board in search.
Unbelievable. I mean, that map too was unbelievable in general. They literally could not kill him with the sniper. And when you don't have a counter in that sort of situation, the worst part is on top of that, Super's making a lot of these play calls too. So he's allowed a lot of freedom on this map and where he wants to go.
2 clutches in search and destroy. The clutch in overload as he defends the EMP. Let's take a look though at his big plays here in our scuff play of the game.
She said she'd pull off the red crayons. Oh my God.
0.75 was
Does New York have a CDL team? I don't think so.
Sometimes the ball just bounces your way.
Nah, Story was my baby.
But there were some moments like that one. Gets the first shot onto TJ. I thought TJ had some good shots. He was catching pixels with the sniper too. I mean, you're talking shoulders, barely their head poking out, and then that final overload, the ball was just bouncing his way nonstop.
I didn't even see him shooting bodies. Yeah, he shot bodies first round of S&D.
Super is joining us live here in the Monster Energy Winner Circle. Super, my guy, how are we feeling today? Super, can you hear us? Are you feeling good?
I kind of want to go up to that board and play.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, we're feeling good.
Do they have?
Can you tell me?
I hear Scump. I don't think I have his stream open. I'm tweaking.
Mind blown. He's like, what just happened? This was another star play from you, but some holes in their game as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what was that game 3. I don't know what they were doing because we were not getting Charles, so I don't know. It was a weird map, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, they were all sitting back and waiting for you guys, and you decided to be aggressive. Just an awesome performance from you at the end there. Talk to me about the search and destroy, though. I mean, coming into it, you guys could not win rounds even after First Bloods. You know, you were last there. Today, y'all found 7 of those First Bloods and won a majority of those rounds. How'd you guys improve upon that?
We knew from the past matches that we had a big problem in S&Ds, and we focused this week on S&D especially. And yeah, we changed a bit of our positions on the map and how we want to play some situations, and I think it worked.
Definitely did, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Kind of bouncing off of that, you know, when it comes to search and destroy, it kind of felt like all of y'all's S&Ds have been really close, but it was almost like you were beating yourselves, like you were making small mistakes. So I want to know, when you guys kind of went back to the lab and we came back after this break, where you think Miami is right now in terms of comfortability in search and destroy, say out of like 10. Like 10 being like nobody can beat us, 1 being like we don't really know what we're doing.
Oh, C9. Oh my God, I completely forgot about C9.
4 out of 10, and now maybe an 8 out of 10.
Nice.
Double up.
Love to hear that.
Oh my
Not
God.
bad at that. Super, we're 2 weeks away from having brisket with you down in Texas. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, see you soon, guys. Thank you.
That is Super. He had your first scuff play of the game. When we come back, though, we've got a big battle. Paris Gentlemates looking to challenge Optic at the top. But first, they have to get through another top 5 team. Can Riyadh pull off another upset? Stay tuned. It's the CDL.
It is.
7 returns to the Esports World Cup in Riyadh this summer. Scan the QR code to be notified when tickets go live later this month. Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL. Look like the pros to play like the pros. The CDL team skins are available now. Scan the QR code or check out the in-game store now.
What's up, Donnie? Viagra ads! Yo, Eric, those are targeted, right? I'm pretty sure those ads are audience targeted. You have kids, Eric? What the fuck?
Battle of two top 5 squads. There's only 5 teams in the CDL with winning records, and Riyadh Falcons are one of them. MS Jasari and the Falcons family have invested in some world champions, and with the young gun Exted from Saudi Arabia popping off the way he has, they could be breaking into the top 4 today.
Yeah, it seems like they're ascending right now. And you look at this team winning 4 straight search and destroys. They have got that game mode on lock. 9-3 map count across their last 3 series. They're beating who they're supposed to beat.
Why are you putting forks
that
in the
a lot of people would say
microwave?
they're probably not supposed to win. So this is like the barometer. We're going to see where Riyadh Falcons truly stand.
I have to agree with you. They're definitely on the upward trend right now, and that was kind of the worry is, like, when is this team going to start gelling? And I mean, they 2-3-5 G2 last week, but it's just kind of the question of, like, G2 is what? The bottom of all of our tier lists, right? So for Riyadh Falcons, I think this is a really good opportunity for them, especially with how well they've been playing in Search and Destroy and in Overload going up against Gentlemates. They'll need it because they're so good at hardpoint, but Cellium also has kind of put himself back in where he's meant to be, at the top of our index, and just kind of laying down the numbers that makes it feel impossible to catch up to.
Any good commentator knows you don't read the kill feed, you watch the mini map, and I have to say Riyadh may have the most impressive front line on the mini map. There is always a trade in place. They look drilled. They looked ready in their last matchup. They outclassed Minnesota, and today I think they have potential to give Paris Gentlemates more than a run. Gentlemates were nearly taken out by Cloud9 just a week ago.
Yeah, you could make a strong argument that Gentlemates should have been 3-0'd in that matchup, right? So they've showed some kinks in their armor, and this is a Riyadh team. You know, Ali, you talked about like the hard point. Well, both those hard points, they lost narrowly. 1 point, 16 points in the other one, right?
Appreciate that, Ryan.
This is a different beast, though. This Gentlemates team, the one thing that they have been dominant at has been
my kids will never know who I am, Eric.
They're going to need to remain strong in order to contend at this major #1. Speaking of Gentlemates, I mean, plus 94 margin in hardpoint is absurd. Like, they're blowing people out. In terms of Overload, that's the one that we're going to be looking at. You see no map pool. They're 2-0 on Den, 0-2 on exposure. So when we get the maps mode spread here, we'll get a big indicator of what they're trying to work on.
How hard has their strength of schedule been, though? Have Paris Gentlemates been tested the same way that we're saying FaZe and Riyadh have?
Well, they 3-0'd LAT.
My
that was
God.
a series Ghosty absolutely took over.
Yeah.
The other 2 wins, I mean, they played C9 Game 5, Vancouver in a 3-0, and they lost Game 5 to FaZe. So I think it's been decent strength.
I mean, look, I think my biggest thing about Paris Gentlemates is like with the way Dan has been playing since the start of the year and how consistent it's been.
He's cheating.
Nah, I would have looked bad regardless.
I mean, it's green in the stats all over for Dan Ghosty, and that's your AR if you're a Gentlemates fan right now. So if you have that and that consistency in your back pocket,
I've uploaded some content on it,
you're
Ryan.
going to have a good time.
That brings us to Celium versus Dan Ghosty on Exposure, and Blackheart will be seen if we get to a game number 4. Who's the better flex in this scenario?
Yeah, I mean, well, first I want to talk about the maps. The Blackheart, I am so excited to watch because, you know, talking around coaches and stuff like that, that is a map Riyadh have been incredible at. And they were actually pretty bummed out a little bit when it got taken out before. So now that it's back in, it could be strong for them. We've seen their Colossus. Hopefully we go game 4.
All right, it's time for your Scuff pick'ems. Let's lock these bad boys in. Rosalie, will you do us the honors? You and the chat have been on top of your game. You're better than Nameless
20 and 7.
Where are you going tonight?
I'm going with the Gentlemates. I would have hesitated a little bit if they went on Exposure Overload once again, but I saw that Den, that map number 3. I think they're going to be okay.
Nameless, I'm going with Exnid to top frag in
they're on Den for
game
map
4.
3.
They win this 3-1.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go with Exit to top frag in game 4, but I'll go with Gentlemates in the series. I think Gentlemates get it done here. They've just been a stronger team all around. But I think it'll be close, competitive.
I don't know why. I keep going with the underdog. I believe in Celium today. Dan Ghosty, though, is a force to be reckoned with, and so is this casting duo. They go guy Maven, Merc, how we doing today?
That was horrific. But no, we're doing well.
We'll figure that one out.
Yeah, we'll get there. But excited for this one in the sense of I don't know if I am as much of a believer in Falcons as maybe Ant is. I still need him to beat somebody good. They haven't beat a good team yet. On the other side, Paris has been tested a little bit more. They have a really good win under their belt. The FaZe series even, like, they smoked them above the hard points. You came out, that's one of those losses where you come out like, we need to work on search. Yep. It's early in the year. We've seen improved search. It wasn't like a bad loss. I don't know. I'm not sold on Falcons yet.
No, I mean, I think if you're a Falcons fan, you're probably right where you think you were going to be coming in this year.
Beat the teams you should, lost the teams you think they will.
Middle of the pack. It's just a question of, like, can you eclipse into the top 4?
Like top 4, yeah. Which a win here would change my mind. This type of win would be massive, but they're running into a Red Hawk Ghosty. I think the Search and Destroy combo is interesting because that's where some of the struggles have been for Gentlemates. And what? We talked about Falcons being on like 4 straight. They really start to click there. Is that the mode you're kind of looking at to be a big one between these 2 teams?
Yeah, I mean, I think it has to be. I mean, if Falcons can somehow take a hard point, that would be massive, right?
Well,
is Paris. But yeah, I think you're looking at sort of 2, 3, 5, and yeah, you're right around 50% both of those if you are Gentlemates. So some improvement needed there. But in terms of games 1 and 4, perfection.
What do you think has been the big thing for them? But as far as compared to like the rest of the league, like their hard point just seems to be lights out. What's clicked for them early?
I mean, I think just sort of their roles, the teamwork, everything just kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
It's like the opposite of Thieves right now.
Yeah, it just makes sense. They're all on the same page. Yeah. Plus, you have just had, I don't know, this ascendancy of this guy, Ghosty, a 3-0 start. It just feels like, and then you remember Neptune, how good Surge were at hardpoint last year. This is going to be a fantastic hardpoint team all year long.
No, it's hard not to be rooting for your Ghosty, your Envoy, based on getting dropped and seeing these guys perform. Ghosty's numbers have been outrageous, especially in everything. I was gonna say, especially the respawns, but really in everything, he has been lights out. We'll see if the team can find the results in the 2-3-5 where they've found some of their struggles. We'll hop over to Exton POV for now, though, see what he can do for Falcons as we get into the P2. They're finding the time. He's tucked away in the corner, and that I thought was going to be a freebie, but it's not. Sid gets there with the help. Pressure now to Kiz and Pred. Pred will be traded out, and that'll be the break. So Paris get in quickly and look to rack up some time.
I mean, that's just a deadly shoulder, right? That's what you kind of talk about. Just the Omni movement back, get forward, throw
X
shoulder,
is
0-4. Beautifully done by Envoy. Now he's collecting time. Neptune was getting aggressive through Solar. Well, I mean, you have this setup. It's now, when do you want to push through? Envoy's going to find the M15 on the ground. He's going to find the double. Then watch that number 3 Sib. Yeah, he's going to start to flip those spawns. This is what I'm talking about. Everybody on the same page. Find the last guy. That's going to be Exnid.
The info's there, though. I thought you set Envoy up to continue that streak, but it's a nice double from Exnid. He's the only presence on that side of the map, but he's going to be split between them now. Due to Neptune, due to the rest of his teams being on the other side, does he realize one was spawning behind him? I kind of doubt it. He's gonna read. Wow. He's gonna win the fight. Beautiful there from Exton.
Yeah, I think maybe with his teammates spawning on opposite side, right? He knows he's just like, all right, I'm going to get pressure. They're gonna hunt me down. But well, the spawns may not matter. Neptune's gonna find 2. Immediate flood through the top window. Goes Gentlemates, but instead of Kismet or Exit, it's Kismet this time. All 4. This is what Falcons needed here at P3.
Need a little lightning plug, and maybe they're getting it now.
You had a long day. You're not hyped today.
See how much this time they're going to be able to get. Neptune
CDL.
trying to
what do you
take
want me to do? Scream at my monitor?
Through the middle of the map, watching backdoor and dealing with that back press. Should be Selim and Pred dealing with it. Pred's going to get gunned.
Bro said I had a long day. I'm not hyped.
Corner. The break will be there. Not a ton of time.
Just watching
COD. Still 20 or so seconds you're going to earn. And if you can keep them spawning in the back, all the more power to you.
This is exactly what you want. Yeah, Gentlemate's very disciplined right there. They fight from the hill. They don't block the spawn. You want them spawning back right. They're going to have to trek across for this P4, and this P4 has been a money hill since the change here on exposure. And that's going to be all 4 dead. Envoy on 5 in a row. Already has the Hellstorm. And well, this is what we mean, on the same page, but that player does spawn up. Selim gets an interesting one. It looks like
I woke up at like 8.
Possible, but he loses the gunfight, but it's a quick trade there from Sim.
No, but it's just little stuff. Like we watched like the flank route, just the timing on the push in the front, like everything collapsing at the right time. It's like something we talked about with Surge a lot last year in Hardpoint. Their timing's being on. They're playing together. And the teams have been struggling so far this year, that's not really there. I know this game has some pace, and you feel like you can just fly, but you need to fly together.
No, and that's it. And then just knowing you're kind of open.
Uzi's on YouTube.
Before that spawn did open, as soon as that popped, we weren't really hard blocking it. So let's go ahead and check that.
I'm like,
to find Selim.
I keep forgetting to look at YouTube low key. So I'm switching between 2 chats. One's on this monitor, one's on that monitor. Imagine if I was streaming on Kick and TikTok as well.
Up to 6 in a row.
That's a lot of chats.
Start out of him, and Neptune is doing it with them. Shots are on point. Double for Mr. Neptune. 15 and 8 out of him as he continues to hunt out towards mid. He's got the help there with Ghosty. Nice damage arranging. What? No hesitation. I'm going to fly. Best of luck. Not able to get back to full HP and able to apply the pressure. It just seems like the next trade is always there right now for Paris.
And again, it's like they're pushing out right when they need to.
I don't know how to combine the chat. Wait,
it happens again. That's why you're flying. That's why Neptune's going through the middle of the map. He wants to win those gunfights, spawn Falcons behind him. The team, again, just so much. The teamwork is on point.
It's just funny because, like, Call of Duty, like Hardpoint, of course, it's not that complicated.
It can get really messy.
It can get very messy. It's a game of seconds and timings and playing together. And
wait a minute, I didn't know you could do that.
They make it look kind of easy, right? When they're playing together, it's been beautiful. And well, that's why they're up massively right now, up over 100 points. That lead continues to build right back into the Hardpoint behind the streak. Neptune continues to shoot
I have it now.
Laser front, back, to the side, everything getting locked down by Neptune right now.
Yeah, I would just say, like, Hardpoint can feel chaotic in the moment when, I don't know, someone's going off on the other team, someone's popping 2 or 3 pieces. That's just, none of that is happening right now.
Good tag. It has a little Twitch emote next to it, too.
Where 3, 4 dead right at the start, it makes it very
They've made a very fast game look not even all that fast, right? Like, it has been a thing of beauty. And this is a blowout. Well, that's what I was worried about a little bit. Granted, 2, 3, 5.
Oh, they can't see the chat. I can see the chat.
Why I'm, I guess, a little flustered. We're not done yet. Is I wanted the Falcons to at least show me they can compete with a team like this.
Right now, I'm not seeing that at all.
They're getting absolutely blown off the map. This is disgusting.
No, it really is. Especially with sort of like the week that you kind of had last week. 2 close hard points did Falcons have. I mean, you should argue Paris probably should have lost to Cloud9 with that map number 1. Josie's got another Hellstorm, so you got multiple streaks to work with.
Being a punching bag right now.
I think the last match for Paris was just a bit of a wake-up call. We're back to the league after the break. Get the adrenaline flowing a little bit, and that's exactly what it did.
Oh, he stuck him.
Like you could say. I mean,
rough. Oh my God,
Neptune. Map 1. Yes, the map 2 and 3 are close, but they blew them out 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it was a 5-game series. Yes, you could say they could have lost the map 1, maybe should have, but they ended up smoking them in 4 and 5.
They should have. Should have been 3 up, but it doesn't matter. Should have, could have, would have. Should have, could have, would have.
But like the only 2 maps that were blowouts were by them. Like they end up handling business late in that series. Streak for Neptune will come to an end. He is leading everybody by a significant margin. 23 from Neptune. We saw the talent display. It was exciting to have him back in the league last year and the difference maker he was for that Surge team. Now, what a weapon he is for Paris Gentlemates. Ghosty he gassed him up so much. He was surprised nobody else was really going after him. Some of the top squads couldn't be happier to have him on the squad. And Mr. McLeod putting in damage, 26 and 13.
I mean, we're about to be done on the 7th hill of the map.
Yeah, no, this is a slaughter.
This is the 7th hill of the map. Neptune 5 more
55
in a row.
kills. I mean, 55 on time.
Can Falcons get in? Well, they also lost rotation. I don't think they're going to get in either. Sibs pushed this out. Sibs 8 and 16. He took this map off. I don't even blame him.
He's like, good shit, boys.
Yeah, we're frying. You guys are the best. We're the best.
Wow.
Belt to fucking ass.
In the map 1. That
even though I didn't win, the Heretic Surge prediction needs to be paid out. Oh, I don't know if the mod, whatever mod did that one is available.
And everything, but like, we haven't seen an impressive win yet from this Falcons team. Maybe this is one of those scenarios. We've had a couple series this year. I'm thinking of like what, Miami and Toronto, one where I was like, oh god, this series doesn't map
close
one. It gets very interesting.
Yeah.
So we're not done yet, but like that is one of the better or bigger ass whoopings we've seen on the year.
Yeah. No,
did Rico just say hi to me?
Yeah.
We must got an issue. Wait, why?
Hardpoint might be the best map of the year. But
dude,
yeah, I mean, I don't know, right from
multi-chat isn't working because there's some chats on my YouTube that aren't in the multi-chat.
That Falcons won was that first P2 when we were on Xstage POV, and he puts the shots in, and then Envoy just kind of fries him. After that, it was ugly.
It's just this weird thing of like, I don't know,
getting better.
With pace,
they're
play
fucking
with
frying.
patience as well. Like the pace needs to come at the right timings.
You
need to work together on these collapses and breaks, especially at hardpoint.
Yes,
Paris was so good at it throughout.
Yeah, there's no YouTube on my multi-chat.
Had in the history of our esport look pretty simple with the dominance they displayed.
Yeah, I mean, the map helps, right? Exposure's sort of a longer map, and just, you know, I mean, spawns make sense. That absolutely
yeah,
helps
no tech, whatever.
Yeah, when the game
it's
does
fine.
make sense.
Am I going to major one? Yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, flip the spawns at the right time.
Yes,
spawn
I am!
They did it 3 hills in a row, and you're asking this Falcons team to break over and over. And it's just not easy to do when you're not finding kills.
No, they weren't having fun. They weren't finding kills. They weren't finding
disabled
time.
for this live stream. Maybe that's why.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Maybe halfway through that map you were talking about it.
I mean, you got to think. I mean, brother, it was what, like 140 to like 48 or something. There's a stretch here of like, yeah, 110
It's fine. I'll read my
something.
Twitch chat. I mean, my YouTube chat
disgusting.
from the thingy.
Yeah, they got to be. I mean, maybe not fired up if you're Paris. You just the other day
yes,
in the lab,
it's in
Trey just
Dallas.
got flash banged in the forehead after that one. He's stunned up. Well, I mean, I don't know how else you
react.
react.
Why is Duke trying to pick a fight with me on YouTube?
Focus on that. But listen, we focused on the 2 and 5. For the search has been good. They're on,
I can't see my Twitch. Are you still banned because you pissed me off?
For them is like, you got to think, especially, I know there's been a series since then, and we've had some time off and whatnot, but like, the big thing Ghosty said they got to work on a search and destroy. I'm excited to see if maybe they've been finding some improvements there. That's the big takeaway after the FaZe loss. And the FaZe loss doesn't look as bad right now.
No,
at the time, I was like, I mean, we thought FaZe were solid in some spots, but it looks a little different now after that win up versus Optic.
No, it does. Yeah, and I mean, yeah, I think Paris, like, you just have some really strong S&D players as well. And Envoy and Ghosty.
Yeah, sure.
They're going to figure this out and see how they want to play. We're doing a raid, search, and destroy. So, yeah, I mean,
you're not banned.
Whatsoever from Paris.
I don't know.
Figure out search.
Yeah, we'll see.
I was wondering why I haven't seen you in chat for a minute.
And maybe going to be one of our favorites going into Major 1. We still got a couple of weeks of action before we get there. And listen, a lot of teams, several teams, even at the top, have had like some good wins, some bad losses. I mean, you look at Optic, you look at Thieves. Some of our top teams, like you've looked really good in spots and you've looked really bad in spots.
Yeah, that's what I just said. I haven't seen you in chat.
Same for Paris. You know, they didn't, even though they beat Cloud9, it wasn't the prettiest of wins. You can't expect to be the best at all times. I think that's why, as much as like I want more matches, having less matches sometimes puts more pressure on them, highlights your weaknesses and strengths and things you really need to work on. We're gonna take a look at some stats here before we get ready for the search and destroy, though. And these have been the S&D stars for him. Sib on one side, Selim on the other. Cell, after a slow start, has been firing.
No, especially in search and destroy. I mean, 1.79. Just unreal stuff from him, and he's also been the guy like opening, finding those first bloods, but just the average damage per round. The guy's pretty much hitting a kill a round. Just ridiculous stuff from him.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know if he's gonna put up the same stats maybe he has when he was on that FaZe team. Very, very different roster. He has different responsibilities. He's still, well, his responsibility is still get kills, put in damage. That's always probably gonna be Selim's way. After starting slow, though, he has gotten back. He's sitting around like a 1-2 or something. He's kind of back to that MVP type stats, but you know where that's gonna go away? Is matches like this. I mean, yes, he did it against teams they're better than. Okay, I understand he can do that. Can you do it here against the top?
Yeah, I mean, it didn't start that way. Yeah, we're playing with some of the other top teams. Didn't start that way for him, so.
Had to click the link. You can't just search my name in the user bar?
No, did not.
But as we said, I mean, search and destroy for him has been unbelievable. Just gonna have to bring it here in these matchups. Like, yeah, this is how this team is probably gonna beat some of these top teams.
Am I shadow banned?
Through a 2-3-5.
Yo, somebody go search my name in the Twitch bar. Is it showing up?
But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of 2-3-5 with the hardpoint looking the way it did, at least in that map number 1. Selim, as you said, he's been dealing damage early in rounds. We'll see if he can find the opener here. Taking a route.
Selim knows
will
he's
be
there.
Neptune.
OJK.
Trying to spot him still is Cell. As we're having this kind of one-on-one
through.
the other side.
Oh my God,
It looks like Neptune is going to sneak through, and he's just up. He is going to get caught. Cell. Spidey senses tingling. He's going to pick it up and find the kill, and there's the first blood.
And I thought Bomb was starting to go down, but they're going to hop off of that. Maybe just do the info that MC has. Or maybe Nade just thrown through the middle, so they don't want to get caught. So X's gonna hop off of it. Now gonna restart that. Everybody in a group on up now. Ghosty takes you.
Oh my God, he's not lying. My name doesn't show up when he searches me.
Just backs up to his team, plays inside art. Beautiful stuff from him. He should be on for an ace.
I'm not even on the side where like it says I'm live.
Pred's got his back.
Cell 2, Pred 2, but Cell calls round early on. Gets the blood, gets the second, gives him a 4v2 early, and it allows for an easy situation.
Envoy and
towards
Ghosty
Bomb.
have played this better this year with Civ and Neptune was Hydra and Scrap. What, you're saying the problem was Hydra and Scrap? I think their playstyles and personalities just clash. I think it's...
It looked like they were looking for him. Paris was. They were looking
pretty
top
normal
bedroom,
not to have
but he never
camera
really
somebody.
showed or never spotted anyone. Right? Neptune was playing through water side, and yeah, just sort of a timing. All right, around this time, I have to turn around, check the full flank because they could get under me. And well, that was the right call from MC.
Yeah, I thought M2 was maybe just going to flank for a second.
What if you follow and unfollow me?
Yeah,
or unfollow me and follow me again?
Let's see how the offense fares.
I think Zaddy's had the same issue because I kept banning him.
Being one of their difference makers in search
and he said it was permanently banned from my chat.
In a little bit of trouble. Sib's going to get dropped immediately with pressure up through mid-map, trying to trade out his Envoy, but maybe a dead slide.
Banning is an actual bad offense. Like, I need to start just timing people out. I gotta stop banning my friends, bro.
Just Neptune. Great stuff out of Falcons thus far.
I mean, just dominate middle of the map, right? Bomb happens to be there, so it's going to be that much tougher for Neptune. M15 in hand, but as soon as you see all three going to fly at you.
Oh my God.
Just don't want to give any free kills away. Pred almost gets caught, but just gets behind the rock, and here we go. Falcons gonna soar, they're gonna fly through, try to catch Neptune. 40 seconds, not a lot of bullets in that main weapon
all three
either.
of them.
Yeah, buys himself enough time though to get the reload away, but good luck with this. Xnid. Lasers, nice shots there to close out the round. And this is that map I think we haven't seen.
I don't enjoy Raid S&D. Am I the only one?
Partially due to
oh my God, he has a Red Bull on stream.
Due to the past, but it's one of those maps that maybe if you do like it and it's in your back pocket, you're gonna be able to catch people. Because it seems like one a lot of teams don't want to play.
Can you get fined for that as a player?
Sort of the middle Z thing is a big change, but I think that got updated
no, because
recently,
CDL
so
sponsored
we'll
by
see if
Monster.
That changes anything for some squads, but yeah, I think in the past it's a lot of sort of map control defensively, and on attack it's just.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna get fined for that.
Bomb, right? Where do you want to decide to go? Try to throw some fakes.
Look, Monster
just
Energy.
keep the opponents on their toes.
2-0 to Falcons. Pred yet to die. Well, they nearly lose people early with the pre-nades out towards the back driveway. They've wrapped this completely out to the other side.
In February, I'm not sure what day though. Whatever day season
right
2
now.
drops.
He's going to get one at the same time, or right before. He'll technically be credited with the first blood, but Sib just making sure he doesn't give the angle to Cell here.
Sounds like
well, he does give it to Cell. He challenges to get
right
one
after
and gets
Major
traded out
1
instantly. So Cell now up to 3 straight. 2 versus 2. Pred's POV here.
I say you'd have a big one-on-one the opposite side of the map, but I think he just spotted Neptune. So he almost was getting caught. Pred was just trying to hit a long route, a late flank. Well, now they have so much info, so pretty soon Cell should have to turn around here. That's what he would think, but maybe just going to go for this bomb plant. So, I mean, they've pretty much cleared everything, I guess, outside of basketball. Yeah, just peeking it now. What is this timing like? Well, he's going to spot him.
Spotsman stays up. Pred now inching forward. He's able to catch one.
Oh my God.
Into the second. Neptune will get the kill. 1 versus 1. Just under 20 to go. Cell not planting, hunting for the kill. Nice little jump peek. Takes some damage though. Great clutch there from Neptune to win the 1 versus 2. That's one I'm probably picking Cell all day in that type of gunfight. But Neptune, beautiful play there behind the rock.
Yeah, I mean, just hits a little jump up, right? Able to change up the angle there.
Well,
as the M15, that's going to help him out. And well, yeah, I think maybe Celium jumping up there just takes his aim away just for half a second, or just the rock. The rock is the strength in that fight, but beautiful stuff out of Neptune.
I mean, Cell, we know how good in one-on-one fights he is. He's like giving himself advantage in what feels like every scenario there, just not able to find it. Neptune. And that's a massive win, just based on how this search was going to get around on the board, stop kind of the flood that was coming in from Falcons. 1-2 looking a lot better than 0-3. Sib, his turn to laser. Cell taken out the early round. That's a big pick for Gentlemates.
Just no early pressure from middle of the map through from the defensive team. So you're just going to take those gunfights. Had multiple members.
70? Oh my god.
Challenge there. And now you have this A bomb side open. You have laundry control due to Envoy. So Falcons going to have to retake 3 versus 4.
Oh, they're all in kitchen.
Planner will get out clean.
Oh god.
Ghosty stun, trying to get away. He's got help to work with here. Fred's got the snipe out. We'll see if he can get set up to hit an angle here.
Yeah, it's just none of the angles are really
not ideal.
Yeah, where they're playing from. They're playing double
god.
laundry and then
Double
close
laundry.
rock. I mean, the one player is really Neptune, but he's all the way back driveway. So it's not like you're playing around ring for the sniper to hit, but it may not matter.
Okay,
Pred's gonna hit 1. But the big thing is the time. The Falcons, they have to go, and it does not matter. It just takes a little bit too long there. They don't find the kills.
Yeah, in a lot of situations, having a snipe is great in Search and Destroy. They're not the best. Yeah, with the setup you have from Gentlemates, it's the fact that time is against you. I mean, they get a clean plant down. You're down a man already.
Falcons
not ideal
with
point
the
of
S.
snipe.
Yeah,
I
if
think
you have like
they're
a
pretty
ring
good at
setup
S&D
there,
though.
or maybe you can sort of jump over top laundry or jump through middle of the map and check those angles. Maybe there's a chance, but the way they're playing double laundry, it's like they knew he had that. Just don't give him anything.
Yeah,
it's exactly what happened.
Back-to-back rounds now for Gentlemates. A lot of talk was Cell in the early rounds. All the first bloods you were finding if you were Falcons, but then what Envoy was able to get 1. Sib, his turn in that round. Suyu finds success in the opening of this round. Sib looks like snipe out for a second for a peek, and he's going to swap out of it. Pred, no snipe in hand. Neptune, water route in round 1. Didn't turn into anything for him. Will it this time? Yes, it will. There's a blood for him. He's got a lot of company here. Can he get out of this with his life, or can he find a second kill?
Well, he's going to keep going. He goes on through. He almost gets his second one. You had some shots in over the top from Envoy. But yeah, almost made a play out of that. At least gives his teammates the info. Look at Sib and Yoshi's position. They pretty much have them trapped in.
Yeah, that's a tough gunfight for Sib with a car.
Yeah.
Beautiful shots from Sib. I think actually he was frustrated. He's like, yeah, I'm not winning that fight.
No.
He's even holding that angle. Like, that's going to be a tough one.
I mean, plus you drop bombs, so 30 seconds. So split here, and one gotta take the gunfight again. And because bombs there, Sib's just gonna hold it.
Yep, he's gonna hold it. And well, Sib is one of those guys that's probably not gonna lose that gunfight from that position. He's on 4 in a row now, 5 and 3. Beautiful stuff out of him. Honestly, feels like his first kind of pick. Things have turned around for this Gentlemates team since that point. Sib got going, and so did this roster from down 0-2, now up 3-2. Dan Ghosty smiling.
Yeah, and the last offense, they really focused on middle of the map here. So we'll see if Falcons try to challenge this. You obviously have the top Z jump up. It feels like you're gonna have to, I don't know, use that sniper to either watch it if you have it, or just sort of old school, just maybe 3-4 challenge it.
I wonder what Neptune is going to do from his spot. It's like one of those positions. It's a great, you get up and get a blood, but like, where do you go from there? It's like, do you tuck in a corner, wait for help, play it aggressively, and hope you catch one?
Tough because your teammates kind of have to leave you after you get the first one. There's no way really for them to get there.
Yeah, and I mean, he doesn't know, obviously, it's like a 3-man setup there, but got info, got a kill, and while his teammates handled the rest. Damage through mid again from Sib.
Well, and again, Paris just so fast to the middle, so you actually don't chow it. You at least go 1-for-1 now. So you pretty much give up kitchen control if you are Falcons, but that may be a problem.
Sib wins another one-on-one. He's on 6 straight now. Working the plant, earning himself a streak. Cell gonna get caught now, all on Pred, 1 versus 2. Otherwise, this is 4 straight rounds for Paris, and the wheels have come off for Falcons. They can't stop this momentum unless Pred walks away with something clever here.
And one more bullet there. One more bullet. Sib just gets away. He has the smoke. Put some more shots in the Josie, but with time, it's just going to be so difficult to do now.
Damn.
And there we go. Sib's going to win another gunfight.
Well,
this is what we talk about. I don't know. If you look at Raid, I mean, even since BO2, I mean, Cold War, once you stop, like, playing with confidence through the middle of the map and taking space as a team, just feels like you get picked apart, and that's what's happening to Falcons.
And well, it was a little bit easier when they were getting the first blood early in rounds. That
phone's
control came a lot quicker.
Oh, I don't have a charger.
Not finding anything now. Got to be frustrated. And this is where, your great search teams, this is where the adjustments come. You've given up 4 straight. How do you adapt to what Paris is throwing at you? Kiz and Exnid chatting through it. A huge round. And the problem is, though, you got that streak, though, on Sib, too. Like, well, I'm glad we spotlighted Sib and his search and destroy before this one.
It's worked out. Sometimes that doesn't happen. Yeah. Well, he's gonna call right away. You don't see anything poolside, and well, if they're ring, you should be able to get a kill. The problem is, it takes a little bit to call in.
Sure does.
But he's just gonna go. The one player is on Bob. That's Exnid. It's not gonna connect at first, but the big missile will hit one.
Okay, so Pred is gone. Another blood over to
Sib 9 and
Paris. 3. And they're just gonna plant quickly off of that. And Selim is giving them a chance. Takes out Ghosty. That's one where you just probably don't want to drop if you're Ghosty. Just wait to take it post plant.
Yeah, just wait for your teammates to get to you.
Yeah.
But maybe he just gets ripped. You never know.
Well, it's Cell. Probably did. I'm just speaking in hypotheticals.
Oy,
Hypothetically, you love
oy.
not to come there, play the 4v3 retake, or not even take a gunfight to get a retake, but Cell is just picking them apart. After the missile hit, it has been all Cell. Sib can't find the angle. Last up is Neptune. The Falcons really needed a round. They need to turn the tides, and well, you survive a streak.
Yeah, it's massive.
We spotlighted Sib and Cell, and while they've both been putting on a show, we didn't see it from Cell's POV, but I'm going to go ahead and guess he was lacing the competition. I think he pushes in to get another. Falcons, after losing 4 straight, on the board.
I mean, you have the streak, you have all the info. I mean, maybe you just don't want Sib to have the snipe there in that kind of round, but early on, he was just watching mid-zig. But yeah, I mean,
why was he telling everything with a pistol?
No, that's and honestly, because Sib has the snipe, it makes Ghosty's death even worse or more painful for the team. Honestly, I'm sure Dan knows it. Like, it's just one I can't die. But it is also COD, and yeah, he might just throw a shoulder and just got absolutely beamed. Or it's one of those where we're on 4 straight rounds and he's taking gunfights. I don't know. I'd have to see how that one went down. But fact is, Cell ends up picking him apart. And now no more streak. Sib, though, he's still up there. 9 and 4 out of him. Little peek over top mid with the snipe. Hit with a nade. No follow-up, though, so he is still up and hoping maybe Exnid's going to peek.
Kismet gets addressed, I was saying. So Kismet, I think he takes the same water route that Neptune normally does.
Yeah.
And Neptune's not watching it. So you get a first blood. Now, Kismet's worried there's more people here, but there's not. You know, very spread round here from Paris. Still not a ton of mid control that was early from Falcons. But you allowed Kismet to make a play. Now you're just going to give this up. We have the numbers. Let's just play with that. Play the retake.
No, great job. Because like the only way they get caught there is, they were trying to combo some nades. It looked like in the laundry, but probably able to back out of that and stay up. Sib hits a snipe. That would have been a real great. He's a psycho. He's a psychopath. Okay.
4 HP, huh?
Yeah. No, he is a psychopath.
That's your ex-teammate.
Oh my God,
dude,
imagine.
I love it though. What was it? Was it the case on turn of the kickoff? That was like a massive round, and he just sprinted out mid on like.
He's still doing it. This guy's playing a pub right now.
He's a nut job.
He's just sliding on him, bro.
Yeah.
On Scar, just with a sniper. We're like, all right.
2v2.
Just slid out. Kismet checks. He doesn't realize he's there. He might be able to get the kill after the fact, though. Ghosty able to snap back and get it. What an insane
no way.
sequence of timings there. 2 versus 2 now.
Anyone cooking Sib? Sib and Salim, but Sib.
Here we go. Pred starting to work inside a ring. I mean, they have the info. They know their laundry side. But it's about winning the gunfights now. Great shots again from Ghosty, but Envoy's the one who's going to get picked. 1 versus 2, 20 seconds to go. He's going to find the first, but the number's strong for Falcons. Nice plays there out of Kismet and Pred.
I don't know what that Sib round was. I love him.
Well, that's an ace for Kiz, right? Yeah?
I love him. Is it? He got the early blood?
Well, 4 they won 2 rounds.
No, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Holy
some big moments from Kiz, though. No, that's why I'm confused. When I see 4 straight up there, my head sometimes like ace.
What's that, Bams?
Kiz, this was insane. He just checks it. Just no angle to spot it.
Yeah,
and then it gets planted right afterwards. Like, oh, lit.
And Dan hits the backslide and has the M15. And he's just like, okay, I have 22 HP.
Oh, Kismet nearly got evaporated. Yeah. That would have been a real frustrating death. But instead, it's a round win. And now we're back tied up 4-4. Falcons' success has been off the back of their Search and Destroy. And they're bringing it back now. They were the team that need to make adjustments. Now, well, really Paris, they need to do that. Because it is mid-map pressure and space for Falcons. Pretty passive out of Paris for now.
And well, Selim doesn't see any poolside, so he says, hey, kids, come plant this bomb. So B bomb side is open. Gonna trust this guy, trust the info, nothing inside a pool. So another 4 versus 4. The one player on an island is Exton. This is a tough scenario because you can get double chowed, but you can also just get left on an island. Right? Your teammates could be in a 3 versus 4, and that's what's going to happen. So Exton, he needs his teammates to find enough kills, and well, they're going to do just that. Now he can get involved.
Yeah, Sib is fucking cooking.
He's not even going to be needed, I don't think. Or will he? He's finally getting involved in the action. Sib, though, last up. The team ices it up for him near the site. Yeah, they tried to cut it up through mid. Take him out of the play. Unfortunately, didn't find any success there. 3 straight now. 4 Falcons. It felt like the map was getting away from them, but now they're on match point.
And I mean, that round they finally take some mid control, but the rounds previous, they've just been giving it up, allowing Sib to snipe from there. Just playing around the retakes, playing around the objectives, using their teamwork. So it's nice stuff from them, but let's see what Paris goes back to on their attack.
Paris trying to push us to a round 11. Falcon just trying to bounce back after getting just annihilated in that map 1. But hey, you win this, you're tied up 1-1, doesn't really matter.
Yeah, well,
how you get your map wins.
Let's say, there we go. So Paris just goes right down the middle again. But look at this switch up. You're going to get 3 through the flank quickly from Falcons. Just who picks up on this? You're going to have, what, Ghosty inside a Zig. Doesn't look like he gets spotted, though, or spots them. They're going to have no idea.
Sib is dead to
rights.
This
is a crazy setup.
No idea. Ngosti's going to lose his fight. What a change of pace from the Falcons. They'll cut them apart all on Envoy and Neptune. Now to clutch up. Neptune gets spotted mid. If he walks away with a wondrous double there, he did one more bullet. It was 4 HP.
Oh my god, 1v3.
But now Envoy. 20 seconds to go. Likely gonna need to get a kill or 2. There's the first.
Oof.
Pops for the second. Double challenge and
Nice
drops.
try.
Falcons bring it back. They give up 4 straight, then they win 4 straight. Falcons take it 6-4, and now we're tied up. And what you see on the Parasite, some of the good moments in Search, you see in some of the moments that they collapse. And that one, we wanted to see some of the change of pace, some of the adaptations you were going to get from Falcons. I mean, yeah, the 3-man hit through the flank. And Ghosty's timing, he checks it twice. Just checks it right before and right after they get through.
Yeah, I mean, Paris, I mean, the one like real blenders, maybe that 4 versus 3 with the street. That's probably the round they're really kicking themselves.
And that's also the turnaround round for Falcons. That's the first of their 4 straight.
And on the other side, like, then deeper in it, it's just sort of like their retakes in their setups, right? Just the info that they had. They just didn't have the information. Ghosty gets some awful timing. It feels like, you know, if one of his teammates has mid control, maybe he can just watch the full flank. But just great stuff from Falcons because they don't really contest middle. They try to play around the outsides of the map, the outskirts of the map. Kismet makes some big plays. That last round, they made some adjustments. Just great stuff from them in that map too.
They get the dub. I mean, the question is really going to be, can they get a dub in the respawns, though, based on how that map 1 went. But impressive search and destroy display. Really, some great rounds out by the teams. Really, Sib puts up 1,300 damage, 12 and 7. The guy's a psychopath on the map. The 4 HP snipe chow mid was something. If you would have found an angle hit a shot, though, man.
And sometimes that person in that scenario just doesn't expect it. Why would you? Just trying to catch them off guard almost does.
That's what he's thinking. Yeah, it's just that reach out that catches you in COD and you get dropped. But we'll be tied up 1-1. Nice runarounds there for the Falcons as they will tie us up. The respawn. We'll see if Falcons can take one. This has been one of their tougher tests on the season. We'll be back after the break.
What's up, Molly?
Oh my god, I'm so nervous.
We did it!
Oh my god,
MC, you're better.
Oh my god, let's fucking go, bro.
You are so fucking good.
Dante, don't chow that, bro. You fucking suck, kid.
Oh my.
Nice. Come on. Get up.
Hey, we got why are we challenging, bro? Go. Let's go.
Why are we challenging, bro?
Let's go clutch up there. One's got front door, you guys.
Front door.
Hold front.
Back door. One shot. Back right. Back.
And inside calls game.
Come on, baby!
That's what.
Go!
Solo season one shot.
He's dead. That's it. They can go there deep. That's it.
Yo, pinch.
Nice, let's go. That's above you. He went down.
Down. My bad. He's one shot. You guys got this. You got this. Money for you. Way better.
Nice! Let's go. If I lose that, then just take the Porsche away. Alright. Another car, come on. Yeah.
Open time. Quinn is in. Real gets it. 5 for the win. Real.
Bruv. It's not looking good, bruv.
And what a map.
Come on, man. Next game.
Scrap follows up with another
Holy
one. It's all going to be
shit.
on to Brezzy now to make the
I
play,
didn't
and
go.
he can't do it. This is dominant from Ultra. Scrap just stood up, celebrated, took off his headset. You got another round, bud. He's locked. He said, "My bad."
300.
Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
You get a chicken, chipotle, avocado, whatever the fuck sandwich.
Look like the pros to play like the pros.
And a mango
the CDL
smoothie.
team skins are available now. Scan the QR code or check out the in-game
And a side
store
of mac
now.
and cheese, because I know men like to eat a lot.
Scuff, official controller of the CDL.
What is it called, bro?
We are back. Falcons have tied it up after the search and destroy. We'll take a look at some highlights before we get into the map.
It's a
3.
Chipotle
Looking forward to
sandwich,
Overload. Any
I
opening
think.
thoughts?
Well, I mean, it's what sort of the desk talked about. For Paris, you're 2-0 on this map. You're 0-2 on exposure. How the map vetoes work out, you're able to get
Yeah,
this
the
map.
Chipotle
So
chicken
you're
avocado
feeling
melt.
confident, especially after the map 1 respawn.
Yeah, I would think so.
That one's fire.
Maybe you slow the
10
passion
out
a
of
little
10.
bit.
Would recommend.
As Falcons managed to walk away with the search and destroy win. But yeah, as much as that was an impressive win, it's still, I guess in my head, I'm like, if Paris just execute a little bit better on this streak round, maybe a search and destroy, they win. It seems like they're still a couple plays, a couple moments away from being like a really good search and destroy team.
Or you know what else
sort
is
of
good
mid and
too?
end round, like post plants, just like.
Wait, did they get rid of it? They got rid of it.
But just in general, it just feels like sort of the start of their
Damn.
rounds, how they want to play the map.
Yeah, everything else is pretty
Seems
mid.
to be working well. But
Yeah, well, listen, we've had teams in the past.
Cranberry walnut chicken salad sandwich? What the
Search doesn't
fuck
click for them.
is that?
This doesn't feel like that. This feels like this is a team that should be good at search as well.
I never played for Luminosity. I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah.
But it feels like they should figure this out, right? Like,
Yeah, no,
it's not like they're going to be really good at hardpoint and struggle in search all year. Like, they have the pieces to be good at search. They do.
And sometimes, like later in those rounds, just sort of chums of what do we have?
What in the Caucasian is
Keeping that
that?
small talk up as the round develops.
Bro, they have some questionable
Yeah, all need to be on the
combinations.
same page. Still very
What is
early
this,
in the year.
Overload? Yeah.
Map 3 now. Dan, you said.
Bro, I just
Paris
want one of
2-0.
my parlays here. I'm chopped on like 5 already.
3-0. The opening gunfights, you know how crucial they can be in a map
Because
3, regardless of
match
mode, and
1
mode is all
or
Paris
series
early,
1 was
but
so
that's a big one
belt
for
to
Kismet. They
ass
stopped BMP for a moment.
that there
Will
was
that
no
delay be enough?
chances. Like there was
It's
such
enough for
low
your teammates
interactions.
off
They
spawn,
just
and
got
Neptune
so
needs
many,
to walk away
so
with
much
something
belt
there.
to
He doesn't.
ass.
He gets a kill or two.
I
maybe
made
you push
like
it forward.
10.
But honestly, I think that's Kiz. Kiz's pick is probably everything from a timing
Yo,
standpoint.
somebody want to let me borrow like
Yeah, it looks like someone also
$50
priest
so I
on
can like
Neptune.
put
Just
more
to know that he's
parlays
already that
down.
far forward into that B hut, because he has a chance to get a kill or two.
No, I'm gonna save my money
yeah,
for
it's probably
tomorrow.
already 1-0.
I didn't realize that.
And
Hit. See, that's a
Sunday.
big difference
Yeah, I
too.
mean, the fact that he's able to get that, well, it still may not matter. Just right
At least I don't make big
you're gonna get a
parlays.
bunch
I
of
just
kills,
make
5 in a
little
row
ones.
as a squad, 1-0 Paris on the board.
Yeah, I feel like Neptune died a second ago. He's
I
already
looked
getting
at
kills in their
Zuma's
spawn.
parlays,
Yeah,
bro.
just
That
right at the
man's
middle of the map.
Sure
putting
did.
200 down.
Guy plays. I don't even say reckless. Just without
200,
without fear,
400,
man. It's,
I was like,
it is very, very fun to watch.
I'll stick to my $2.
A little win on one side for Cell. Cell attack on a second, but holding the line on this side of the map will be Paris. They're going to wrap this bottom. They're going to leave Neptune on there to keep people honest, maybe. Or just maybe catch a kill as they rotate
We need
out.
to
He's not gonna
sit
be able
in
to do that. He'll
Discord like an
delay the
hour
wrap
or
for a
two
second, but
before
you
the
gotta wait here
actual
for a moment. You
like
gotta wait for
matches
Neptune to get back off spawn,
and
see what
just
he can work up through.
brainstorm our parlays.
Right, did it off a roof spawn. That's sort of this. You want it on the opposite side. That's where you're going to score the most. if you are Paris. And a lot of times we've seen teams throughout the year just waste so much time. As soon as that first goal comes in and it spawns Roos, it feels like you're just wasting minute after minute trying to score A. And you kind of ruin your good side. So Paris heads up play. Now the big thing is the reset here. Is that going to happen? Or
Yeah,
can
me
they
too,
get to it before it
Trippy.
does reset?
They do. That's a big scoop.
I've
No
won on
reset.
NBA.
Back up towards top.
I don't think I've ever.
2-on-2 here for the score.
I don't think I've
Big
won
up
on
points going
NHL.
down. Envoy able to get 2. Scoop it, but can he actually get through to the score? Not going to happen. It's actually Sibs, Nade, that's going to catch him. President Nade over the top, maybe to give him a little bit of help. It's actually going to be the goal line defense. And then
Bro,
Ghosty
X-Nade
gonna
1
need
and
Sib.
6.
None of the frags connecting on the right players right now for Paris. This might set up a counter score for Falcons.
Yeah, you just gotta deal with this one player, but Envoy and Sib both find kills. So if that goes a little bit cleaner, yeah, it's probably a tap. It's probably 1-1. The good thing for Paris is at least they know their nades where they want them to hit. They do hit. They hit in that area.
Well, and Ghosty takes an incredible route up through mid, flanks 2 players.
1
They
and
both
8.
light up. I think he gets 2
Holy.
basically for free. He's going to drop, but he's going to be the crucial opening leg to help push this forward. Sib walks away
Sib
with a
with a
triple.
3K.
Exit counters with 2. The wackiness goes down, and where I thought maybe Paris were going to get a score, the defense holds for Falcons.
Yeah, it's just tough. You have to get across, right?
Yeah,
I mean, leaving that garage area,
That
trying to
side's
get by the
tricky.
Jeep. A lot of the times there's a closer spawn towards A as well. So, yeah, just immediately Falcons had that flank. So dealing with this first pressure from Paris, so far so good for them. And now trying to take a roof side. Pred's working up the gut, and here's a scoring chance here for Falcons.
Pred, you need to get that kill. Sib being so annoying, though. Nice little snapback from Pred. Sib still weak on the reach out. And Pred, from frustration to a double. Beautiful out of him, and there's the score. 1-1, but now is where it's tricky. We're going to bounce all the way to the bottom side. You already have a setup for Paris. They're in position to turn this into a quick counter cap. But everyone's going to group up there defensively, try to lock it down. Last person is going to be your EMP carrier. Ghosty gets 1, but can't do much else. So good job on one side, then good
The more
job
you know, the
grouping up
better
on
all
the other.
picks
No,
are
that's really it. I mean,
gamble,
just,
but
yeah,
if you
we
know
see
more
those
about colors,
counters
like
happen
all the
keep
time.
the ones
Yeah,
that
quite
have
often.
scoring, yeah.
But just heads up play, make sure you have that cross. Stuns and nades are connecting.
Well, it's like you
Pred's up
invest
4
so
in a
much
row.
to score from this side on B. Like, it can be so... You, like, put everything behind
Well,
that
then
score.
when you're going to score B, they're spawning A side, right?
Yeah,
So they have
yeah.
that quick spawn. It's right where that EMP is, and they just go. But you had enough bodies in the area to deal with that, and well, now they have EMP control. Now it's just a question of where do you want to go? And it seems like they're pressuring both sides. Paris, though, starting to rotate over towards A.
And what Falcons couldn't find in the map 1 at all. I mean, granted, very different modes. Any freedom, any openings, like they were just kind of manhandled, and the entire pace of the game was dictated by Paris. Here, they found their openings, and that's been crucial for
I've
players
been on
like
enough
Pred.
already,
I mean, he's
bro.
12-7 on 5 in a row. To me, that says you've had some semblance of control at times, because that's giving him freedom.
And they played great defense, because, I mean, that's where their first score really stemmed from, was a defensive play over towards A. 20 seconds. Still pressure onto Paris, and well, Exton's the last guy here. He knows the last player is mid-cut, so he's gonna go for this. Problem is, he gets in somehow. The little
my God.
hop, a slide in from Exton, and they are up.
I thought he died before he got through, but he gets in. That was insane. Heads up play from Xnid.
I thought there's no way.
No, me either. Like, you had 2 players look like they were in a position to stop that.
Normally, you turn that corner and just get smoked.
He clothesline. Honestly, I thought he did. I thought he did get smoked. But he got through for the score.
You had to replay that.
No, honestly, I was like, dude, was it forward momentum and the ball just like rolled through? What happened there? I thought he got stopped short, but it's so fast. I have to see it again. But I mean, the fact is, he put it through. Up 2-1. Now we flip sides. And we'll take a look at the opening moments, and it is quickly a score for Paris, but they had a couple other opportunities. I don't know, what would you highlight the most? The defense from Falcons?
Yeah, I think the defense was just strong. So yeah, I mean, I guess maybe it's like Ghosty slide? Like Ghosty slide? Maybe the second
still
player.
don't know if he got in on that.
And maybe the second player wasn't looking at it.
Yeah,
Or maybe it was caught sprinting.
I
But
still thought he got short, but what do I
doesn't
know?
matter.
I'm not a referee.
Yeah.
Bring out VAR. Envoy looking through. They had a really good start to the last half. Looking to start strong here, and then, well, they had opportunities, honestly. They probably had more offensive chances. It's just they weren't able to execute. See if they can do a little bit better here. And they need to stop a guy like Pred. Like, Pred was finding his routes, finding his timings. If he's leading the lobby, he's one of those guys when you're dying to him, it's usually annoying. It's frustrating. You know it is. they've got to deal with him. And this is one of those maps where, yeah, your Preds, your shots easier. There are a lot of openings in lanes you could find where the timings work out. You just light it up.
Yeah, well, we saw Neptune do it kind of early and then slow down a bit.
Yeah.
He's able to get going early in this half, but it's really just a stalemate throughout this first minute. Both teams just fighting for map control. Exit's gonna get spotted by Neptune. They know that's the first play they have to deal with.
For 37 seconds.
But Neptune's already here.
Follow.
Is what, Paris down 1, series tied up 1 apiece. Let's go to a listen with Genomates.
We got both. Nice. Let's go all spawn.
Come left.
Probably spawn window. Yeah. He could be left or fucking.
I don't see anything
left with him. Yeah, go left. You guys go left.
I'm just holding outer P2.
One shot. Really weak.
Nice. There's gonna be more here.
Yo, outer Kismet, one shot.
I spawned.
They're gonna be captured.
I
nice, good shit. Last guy might be pitching.
I'm
pitching. Really weak.
I'm just going for it.
Go for it. I have the pitch. He's front broken. Really weak.
I'm getting window heady on me. I'm trying to lift.
I have a child. Jed.
Nice.
He could be back. Keep you over there.
Close outer.
Nothing small. I'm small exit. One shot. Outer so. That's nice. Small and then outer kiss. Smaller kiss. Outer.
John's getting quick.
He's on the point now. He's on the point.
He's still close right. Nice. Just keep playing, Dante.
There's 2 there, bro. Outer and behind the tree. I'm pitching their top 3.
Okay, outer wrapping. Yeah, I'm going
outer
right.
and behind the tree.
Yo,
ball hit one. Window late. What's he try?
I'm gonna make out. Already through lockers. He's on point. Nice. Good job.
Yo, Kismet, one shot.
2 more mid cut.
2 blitzing it. You gotta live. You gotta
live.
Top window.
Fred.
Drop in a second.
I rope. I have inner
I'm waiting. I didn't get the pinch. I got naded. I have a trophy there.
I'm needing it. Crossing that. Ball in. Reach short. And short and 2 by ball. Nice. Last in lockers and ball.
Alright.
Right, it's in lockers.
Wait, ball in lockers?
I spawned deep.
Yo, in lockers, that.
Nice.
On the heady. I got him. Excellent. Nice. I needed it.
Damn, Sam.
Come on. I want server quick. I'm pitching mid. I'm wrap mid.
I'm getting your dojo.
Yo, mid cut that. Nice. Weak on A. 2 on A.
I got one on A.
Server to B.
Yeah, here.
Yeah, back right. Excellent. I'm cutting the cross. I'm cutting your B cross. Unless one's already there. Yo, 2 there. 2 more. One shot. 3 there. Yeah, last 2.
I'm going left.
Where are they? They're back.
Last 2 with ball. I spawned right. Nice. I'm here. I'm server right now. They're going right.
He's really weak back right.
Yeah, you're not beating that with
Dojo.
They're holding the ball back.
2 back right.
I don't see server.
I think they're going to listen, and we saw what we've seen really the rest of this. It's been good defensive stands on like that 10-yard line.
They brought it into their fucking
I think you heard the frustration
depths of spawn.
Parison with some of the pred kills, like him getting in behind enemy lines, finding an opener, and it just turning the tides.
Yeah, I would say like honestly for Paris, they have to start talking names so that can happen. Your first players off spawn know that pred's already pushed up.
That's a good point. There wasn't any.
Yeah, we saw from Celium's point of view, or right when we got into it, when he gets that 2-piece at P2, they knew they were looking for one more. But I mean, you're just playing.
This is the turtle.
Yeah, I mean, you're just playing a keep away right now if you are Falcons.
I mean, like you just back in the day, we talk about this like CTF or something. You turtle, you might. Yeah, it is a risk. You might get caught, and this could turn into multiple scores if things fall apart. But so far, with the cover they've got in the back, they've been able to deal with it.
And the big problem
do it for 50 more seconds.
Yeah, the big problem is when like you start to find clean kills, you're not spawning up with nades, right? They're attacking you again with tax, with nades, and that's when things really fall out apart. But there are some trades, so those players will come up. But we really haven't seen this in a match like this.
No.
I mean, this is straight defense.
This is the full-on turtle special.
God.
This is gonna be one of the last opportunities really for Paris to break this. I mean, they probably haven't dealt with this. But good job by Kismet just finding openings while he knows some of their players are coming back off a spawn. The comms are on point. The teamwork is there. Falcons are holding. And I don't know how much of this we're going to see, but they said back lobby, we're going to lock it down and hold EMP. They might have got blown out in the map 1, but the defense stepped up in the map 3. Seconds away from a respawn victory here.
Oh my God.
Trying to get across. They aren't able to get a touch. Falcons.
Holy fuck.
Turtle it up defensively and get the round win. Got a little bit dicey at times.
They guarded that shit for the whole round.
Honestly, that's even more annoying.
Oh my God.
Honestly, probably frustrate Paris there. A little game of keep away.
I mean, straight cheats, and it worked. Yeah, but I mean, there is a
shit is dumb as fuck.
It's a massive risk because it's in your base and you probably score right away, and then depending on where the ball spawns, that might be sort of like giving up 2 goals in a row.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to make sure it's traded. Like it's not like a clean 3-4 dead. They never had that. They because you have advantage for close to 20 calls.
That's actually so
frustrating. You have to trek across the entire map if you are Paris. They avoided getting just swept out of there. Some cheese. Yeah, it was almost 2 minutes. They held it in the back. We have not seen that yet, but it leads to a win for Riyadh. They're what? They were... well, it's kind of what I said. I mean, maybe... Well, we had a series like this before, kind of with Toronto and Heretics, where after map 1, I'm like, wow, they're gonna get blown out, and then the series looks a lot different after.
I'm
a couple
doing
of
that
maps.
in ranked with the force.
We talked about like, in map 2, maybe just some of Paris's, I don't know, like late round issues. I think like maybe with that listening, you're starting to hit. There's not a lot of voices. I heard a lot of Envoy at times, and outside of that, like Sib and Ghosty are, which is a bit surprising. Usually Ghosty is saying everything. Talks about everything. Didn't hear him much.
And I don't know if that's one of those things where it's like, a little bit easier to do in Hardpoint than maybe it is in Overload, especially. Yeah, I think the calling names things might be massive. You've always talked about that.
I don't know how we're not doing that right now.
How huge that is.
I mean, what year is this? And we're still not calling. Every team should be doing this. It just lets your teammates know who we're looking for first off spawn. And there were 2 moments in that second half, right when we went to the listening, and then that Pred play. But yeah, you just have to be ready for that. And they were not.
No, there were so many times where Pred just found an opening through mid or through like the flank side route, and he'd only get 1, sometimes 2, but even that 1 just turned heads and led to success for the rest of his team. I mean, I think, yeah, if you told me like Pred would have the most kills in a map like mode like Overload, I probably think they win. Honestly, like I probably do, just due to how he plays, because where he's finding his kills is gonna be so annoying.
You see these guys just sort of laughing. We locked that down for 2 minutes. I mean, you got to make sure you have trophies down. In a way, I would imagine they would have to practice that. Like, what are you picking up? Like, where do we want to play this from? Because if there's a slip up there, game can get away from them.
Yeah, I guess the good thing is you had a lot of cover. Like you had a lot of finesse ability, especially if you had trophies, kind of avoid nades and stuff. But it wasn't the most entertaining thing, at least at the end there. You kind of hope for some more wackiness and maybe some opportunities before the game to get tied. But they play a little bit of keep away, and the fact that I'm a fan of. I mean, do what it takes to win. It takes to win.
They're still they get to a game 5, depending on this Black Hardpoint. Like you're probably happy if you're Falcons, right? That's what you want. You want to get those game 5s with how their search has been.
Yeah, and as Ant said, like they were one of those teams. I think FaZe included in that, like teams that Blackheart was out at first. They were pretty frustrated. That's one that they thought they're going to find success. That's one that. You talk about Falcons, they like. We're going to see what we get out of them on this, but we're looking at some of the stats from the map 1. Listen, it was not good. It was a 250-50 type game. Paris had their way.
Well, we talked about
that. What rat gameplay. Smart gameplay.
And then we've had some crazy series.
It's the Heretics Toronto one comes to mind. You and I cast that like laughing after the map 1, and the next thing I know, we're in map 5, which might be the case here as well. Or it's just, it's showing, I don't know, like everyone has some weaknesses. Like there's not. I mean, we thought, coming into the year and with some of the early stuff that Optic probably didn't really seem to have any. They were the most like well-rounded. Then early on, what it felt like, all the top teams had some weaknesses. It was like FaZe and Hardpoint, or now Paris and Search and Destroy. Thieves, I don't know if they know where they are on the map, so that's a whole different conversation. But there's openings, I think, for some of your middle of the pack teams to come in and find upsets on the top teams. There just is right now, 100%.
Yeah, we've already had those chances, or they have had those chances, and here's another one here.
Another one
Sib
here,
and
absolutely.
Ghosty
I think you see Ghosty just twirling his hair, maybe a little frustrated. I think anyone, you come in and win a map 1 like you did, and you're, in control, up 4-2 in a surge, pulling in a streak, and then that one slips away, probably frustration mounts. And then I think dealing with Pred and then keep away at the end of that, I think that is frustrations mounting. And listen, I don't want to compare this to like regular sports in some way, but like one thing that underdogs sometimes try to do is like be annoying. Whether you play the possession game, you slow it down, you run the ball a lot, or if it's soccer, you play possession, or if it's basketball, you use the full shot clock to try and be annoying. You find ways to like get on the other team's skin.
And I mean, who has like sort of been known for that throughout his career was Clay, right? On some of the rosters where he caused massive upsets. Yeah. He looked at anything and everything to try to get that win, and you look at that 100% having a big influence.
All right, up 2-1.
The Falcons,
the Falcons can fare better here on the map for Hardpoint. Laugh off that first one. Now you're in control of the series. Up 2-1. Into the fray we go.
Oh my God.
Nade hitting for Xnid. Sib will get 2, but the rest of the team ripped off the board. So the early time to Falcons. And you got to think, yeah, this is one where just to the Falcons roster, the way they want to play, it should suit their style.
One, it's just as basic as it gets, right? So like you don't have to go on these long rotations. Where do you want to play from? Everybody should really know. This is like Call of Duty 101 when it comes to Blackheart.
It certainly is. Paris put on the back foot early. They'll try to fight back in. Exnid still finding kills with opening nades. He's on a tear here early, but watching Kismet for now to see what damage he can get through. Finding all the kills again and spawning out. Is Paris looking for an opening angle? I think that's Pred that's trying to get him behind enemy lines again and just be a thorn in the... Oh,
he's good. We're good. We've recovered. He was looking for the next one.
I literally stopped commentating. I was like,
his teammates got some kills. So, I mean, similar to map 1, they found the kills when they needed to, but there is immediate pressure on the top side of the map. Sib's going to pinch this. He's going to win a boxing battle with Celium. So here is the first break attempt for Paris. Well, they're doing a pretty darn good job.
From the hard point, Sib will get the kill on the cross. They've only really got this lockdown from one side, so the pressure is going to be here quickly from Falcons. You can see number 4, I think in Ghosty, just worried about that Pred play, worried about that pinch opportunity, shutting it down.
On time.
His teammate's going to win on one side. Ghosty, will he pick it up? Well, what do you know? It's Pred who's going to find it.
1-on-1.
Down to a 1 versus 1, and Pred's going to take it, continuing to make the plays right now for Falcons.
Yeah, well, even if they don't get these kills, you want to get out of here. You see, though, well, it's similar to map 1. It's Paris making a heads-up play. They're already across the map. So you had a chance there for Falcons if they find kills and rotate to trap them on the left side of the map. But Paris with a heads-up play. So you lose the final 20 behind Pred and Kismet, but you're already set up at P3 if you're Paris.
You got to think this Paris team, one that can lock down a few hard points in a row at some point. We'll see if maybe this will be their little bit of swing. Lovely shots there. Clean Chris to the head for Neptune. All the other time there's Team Nade going to be unfortunate. They had a couple of those in the last map, trying to avoid more here, but Neptune, the difference maker, gets 3, buys them time for the route from Sib, and you get a moment to breathe.
Yeah, well, first 30 seconds here have been clean outside of, that Team Nade. You're gonna go at this one. You're gonna go at this one more time if you are Falcons. Ghosty though staying alive as a teammate
reverse
stunned up, just flying off the walls. Beautifully done. See where those spawns come in. Kismet's gonna play safe to just try to block the other side of the map.
won first map.
Here you go. This is what you want to do if you are Falcons.
Pin them in the back and also get time. Sure, it looks like Paris will come off and get some kills at a big clutch moment to get the final 10. They'll be able to push out. Exnid's tucked in the corner. He walks away with nothing. He's got to get a kill or 2 from that spot. You're playing for the lurk. You're playing to catch him when you get shut down. Now all the pressure to Kismet.
Wait, who won
the
first
rest
map?
of your team trying to trail across, and this leads to an early setup for Paris.
Yeah, I was saying that's what you wanted.
Oh,
but,
that's when Paris gave them belt to ass. Okay.
It's a very long time for plays. For plays to develop. So Paris, they just right off a spawn, able to hunt down a couple of players. So they're in the hill. But Kismet played safe, waited for his teammates, but it's just been Neptune and whatever he wants to do.
How many times is he gonna do this?
Plus his teammates have spawn. He's going for the players off of it, getting the cuts, doing it all.
You might be down 50 if it's not for Neptune.
Might be.
Like honestly, he has had a couple of triples in moments where everybody drops. And even if he doesn't get every single kill, like he's buying so much time for the squad to get back, then I think he fell off the map. But that's all right. Listen, you've done enough work. Take a break, brother. He's got them up 30.
There's still 7 seconds here, so Celium should spawn out. See both teams really just on both sides of the map flying across for this P5. Falcons will be there first, but what was a strong start for Falcons when you have bounced back these
can't
last
let
3
negative
hills if you're
points.
You have, and listen, Neptune was kind of the hard carry of sorts in the map 1.
Why are you gambling 0 if you have 4 mil?
In time, Sib leading in kills. He's right there. What do you know? What a great flex he can be. He can do it with both weapons. When that guy's in flow state, he is disgusting. Maybe an opportunity now to push back against this lead. Falcons back into the point. It's Neptune though, finding entries to try and get them forward. It's going to set up an opening for Envoy, and right in go Paris.
Hey, you at least split like most of this time if you are Falcon, so you're going to send us back to a P1, but
oh my god,
40-point lead. Depending if the rest of this time, it's looking like they're doing it, but Falcon's gonna send this, well, because they want P2 side. So that's really the play. They want to try to flip this map before that P1 comes into play. 7 seconds left, and we got a 20-point game as we go to the next set.
Next set coming up. Any, I don't know, any massive takeaways from the first? I know they played it pretty even, but
I mean, Falcons are right there. You can kind of see what they want to do, and their plays are developing. It's just sort of they're a few seconds too early. They're allowing sort of Gentlemates to kind of do what they did in that map one, spawning them at ult and rotating. So it's just tough to, I don't know, not get caught on a map like this. But they're close.
I mean, listen, Ghosty he's been putting up numbers I don't think you could just do all year. They've been insane. They have. He's had like a 1-4 or something. It's unbelievable. This has been like probably his most human series so far. Is it something about this particular matchup, the maps? Is it like the AR do on the other side?
I mean, I don't know. Map 1, he had like a 2. So I just think it's, yeah, hard point. It feels like he's fine. But I wouldn't worry about that. But I just think it's been
you're right.
what he's been doing.
Falcons have done it to make me forget about the map 1.
Yeah, no, it's sort of what Falcons have been doing in maps 2 and 3.
Guy has like one map, he's not positive. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But that speaks really to his numbers this year. It's been insane. As we talk about him, he starts to find a little bit of a streak. Looking for the wall bang, trying to connect, not able to do it, but on 3 straight, swapping out to the sub and hand. We'll see what damage he can do. Teammate on one side, him on the other. Ghosty finally gonna get in. Once again, Paris enjoying some time. And it's
how do you give
yes,
points?
Falcons have been right there, but hard point by hard point, second by second, it's just the lead increases by 10. The lead increases by 10. Paris starting to pull away a little bit, and this is one of those big moments where Falcons need to fight back. Let's go to listen in with Falcons.
Let's get me. Double spike is getting me. Yeah, there's one P5, maybe P5, right? Back right. I'm in AJ. They're gonna be new.
Oh my god! Yo, Stream Elements are giving people the ass whooping.
One long. Guarantee kill. Any kills you get, they will flip, okay? Guarantee those kills. He was long, bro.
Dude, Salim's calls are so fucking insane.
Yo, listen, there's 3 walks in the back. Go front. One more dubs, maybe. I'm in here. Nothing. One more. Wait. Nice, let's go. Short. Nice. Here. I'll take that. I hit the back left out. I dubs. Nothing in the back, guys. Go square to the right. I'm blocking. He's Arnie. Front.
Everybody has like a different accent on this team.
Front.
That's so funny.
Dad!
That's passion!
Look for one in the back. Push him. I'm here, AJ. He's at the tank, I'll kill him. Watch it on! Nice. They're gonna go around. Watch Wayland. Yeah, dub. Watch Wayland. He's in back. Give me short. Yeah, help full back. She get closer. P1. P1, I need it front.
Neptune is doing everything. Oh my god. I think Envoy is fucking pissing too.
I didn't set him short. Let's bang this shit, kids.
He's got the most. He's got second most time. Ghosty's being hill kitty right now.
Beat Ghosty on front. Ghosty, nice. I'm finessing him. I'm waiting, guys.
Oh my god. Oh my god, they're bringing it back.
He was on new.
Oh my god, they're bringing it back.
Turned nearly a lead change, but just shy of it. Opening moments here for Paris. Set up the hold. A couple of picks come in though. Could be in trouble. Sib has to pop the reload. Cell took damage and he goes down. Stays up to win the fight, but will eventually be traded out. You still have people in the point right now for Paris. Good clearance there to slow it down.
Fucking
Some
hell.
wild moments over the last 2 minutes.
Neptune's going negative now.
I mean, we were in the listen. It's sort of like we have to break from front.
Fuck happened?
From front, right? They're just being out rotated due to the state of the game. They're gonna have to do it again. Maybe they find their opening though.
Oh my god, Neptune. Oh my god.
Almost with all 4 locks it down, and that might be the game.
Dude, he is
oh my god.
insane. We're
Never
not done
mind.
yet. They can't win it
Never
here,
mind.
but, dude, I feel like he has won them 100 of their points just
Game
the plays
5.
he has
Game
made, the
5.
triples he
Game
has
5.
walked away
Game
with.
5. Game 5.
Insane
Game 5.
individual ability. 20 away from the dub now. We get into the mayhem back in mid-map as we head into our third set of rotations. I think it was a double for Neptune again. He's on 5 straight. Will finally be dropped.
I know. I swear to God, I jinx everything I say, bro. Everything.
The movement there, the gunny not for the second. Parrish just have to keep this messy. Don't allow Falcons to find any clean time. And closes out a push to a map 5. But for now, Falcons holding.
Yeah, they're locking it down. I mean,
God,
Exit's
they
on
got it,
4 in a
bro.
row. You know, the comms are going crazy. 5 in a row. It feels like this is when they start to get going. The pressure is on. Pred and Exit are firing, yelling in the microphone, trying to clutch
can win off
to
this,
get us
right?
to a game or try to win this series here in map 4.
Yeah, they went. We are done. We'll see if they can do it. X did 7 straight, 31 and 25.
Oh my
dropping
fuck.
bombs. Give him another. The man is
Oh
not
my
losing fights.
fuck.
Lead change been waiting for it.
Oh
There it is.
my
Falcons
fuck.
go out in front, brushing off the map 1 beatdown, looking to take 2,
Oh my God,
3,
they're gonna
4.
win.
It's a last-ditch effort now for Parrish to try and break in.
Oh
but
my
it's
God, they're
all
gonna
on
win.
X-Did. It's all on the
They're
Falcons.
folding, they're folding,
Nearing
they're
a
folding, they're
double-digit
folding, they're
streak
folding.
and holding it down. Cannot win it at
Wait,
this
they
point,
can't win
but
off.
they're there on rotation as well. Looking like that iced up late.
I mean, Exit 9 in a row, hitting
Oh
double
my
digits
God.
on the streak.
And they got new.
3 more
Oh.
seconds, but that's
Oh
how
my
it's
God.
Neptune. There is a contest. Ghosty trying to play his
Oh
life.
my
Pred
God.
fires, gets
Oh
the double,
my
and
God.
there we go, Falcons. It looked like we were going to a game number 5. That's when Exit takes over.
Listen,
Dude!
that series is ludicrous. That is the win. I need to see Falcons.
Yeah.
I get to kind of take them seriously as a quote-unquote top team. An incredible win. It
Wow.
couldn't have started out worse.
There's
They
no
got
way
there.
Parrish has lost him, bro.
Whooped in the map 1. Just absolutely dominated. Nearly lose the map 2, but they come up clutch. The map 3 is an odd one. And then this is a hell of a comeback. I mean, the most they were down was, what, 50, 60? But still, you said stayed in it.
Well, it just felt like no matter what, like, again, every time we were in the listening, it was just sort of, all right, we have to break from the front. We have to break from the front. Like, Paris were out-rotating them. Neptune had
God
so many
damn.
clutch kills to just make sure that they had the rest of that time. I mean, they get up to around 230 or so after that P5, but it was all Falcons in P1. Just the subs go off.
Pred is
Massive
hyped, dude.
clutch
He
from
was
those guys.
screaming.
Pred
Him and
in 3 and 4,
X-Nid
he
were
just
fucking
started to take
turned.
over. That, you know what Pred is capable of when he really finds his moments. It was phenomenal. I mean, finding all the timings through the flanks when you talk about the overload, so many big kills.
The thing is,
There, as much as I
Samantha,
think
they're
Neptune was maybe
not.
like the most clutch over and
They're
over and
not
over. He had some
ass.
insane plays to keep him in it. Pred was really he was solid throughout. Just
And then once he
slaying
gets
force,
going,
they-
Exit starts getting going.
I don't know.
It's just-
I don't know what the fuck happened.
It's like they were playing in a final at a LAN.
Yeah.
They were absolutely roaring. And then Exton, I mean, what a fun streak to close it out. Because I like it for Exton because for the longest time, they couldn't close out a hard point to save their lives.
That's
I mean,
true.
the worst hard point stretch we've had, they crumbled in so many moments. Now to see him come up clutch in a big moment there, that was awesome.
No,
It's
it's great. Yeah, I mean, and this is the best hardpoint team in the game right now.
Yeah. Oh,
You know,
100%.
we talked about it. It's sort of Black Card Falcons. This is the map that
Fucking
they've
hell.
been wanting to see play a little bit more. It's finally back, and there we go, able to win this one.
I guess the silver lining maybe for Paris, at least over these last couple of series, is all of their losses have been like so close. All the Cloud9 maps were within like a point or around. Here, it's like the same exact thing. It seems like a couple of moments away from winning these series.
It's a little worrisome though. I don't know. It's like turning into a trend. It's a little bit worrisome. Like there is a clear
Wait,
problem.
today's
Well, I guess you just start to wonder,
Friday.
like, were they just a little bit ahead and people are catching up? Is that sort of thoughts maybe in your head a little bit?
No, it's not that. I just think like maybe the problems that weren't shining earlier in the year now are starting to get shown a little bit more.
Okay, well, that'll do it for us too. What an insane match. Falcons' first big win. It's awesome to see. Yes, talk to
I'm
us
hitting
about
diamond when ranks come out. I'm hitting it before
Game
Sal.
4, Xnid leading the way.
Did Sal ever
Who
hit
saw this
Crim?
possible?
You said it. You said he would top frag game 4. I agreed with that. I just didn't think they would win the series. Yo,
No.
round of applause for the Riyadh Falcons. We have a new
Blackheart.
player in the mix. They can win this event coming up. This was a staple match that we needed
Yeah,
to
they
see. They
actually
look
fucking
legit. They look
choked.
like a legitimate contender. And Clinton Joe,
They just
Clint-
giggled. That was an audible giggle out of Merc. He
Yeah.
does not believe the Falcons can win this first
listen,
major.
I'm here to tell you this. Listen, they scoffed over that. We had a conversation about it. The Riyadh Falcons.
Oh my God,
they
imagine
have
getting laughed
been
out by the
better
commentators.
At a fast rate. They won 4 straight matches.
right,
Excellence
we have-
performing amongst the best in the league.
We have Miami versus Boston, 3 p.m. tomorrow. 4:30 is Toronto and Ravens. And then FaZe versus C9.
Do you
these Falcons, or do you think this guy's mind blown right now?
Maybe a little bit more than the other side of this room does, but only in the sense of, like, I do agree they're getting better at a very fast rate. I think already the situation this team, what Exnit's been through, has already been extremely impressive. I will say, though, like, just looking at the rest of the league, like, I can't agree with you confidently just because of the other teams in competition that are still there.
We just can't do this thing where we have to applaud a win like this.
Yes.
This is 100%. A staple 3-1 victory.
You're down 40 points as well when this comeback starts, I want to point out.
Exactly. And you just beat a team that has been lighting it up.
I think she rebranded to Rosalie.
They brought some unique strat. I mean, the overload, keep it in the base. We hadn't seen that yet by anyone. So some unique looks, clearly the preparation, they're all on the same page.
But I'm pretty sure, is her name Allie?
You won a round where they used a Hellstorm in the search, and then you could proceed to win the next 2 rounds to clutch up and close it. And then this map, you're on the ropes. Neptune is seemingly making every play to make the game super frustrating. But you just stayed in the fight the entire time. And when you got your opportunity to 60 them on this P1, they had every lane, every pinch. That was excellent.
And you know what? Kind of piggybacking off of that, when I think of that map number 2, I kind of see it in the same way that you see this map number 4 is kind of like in the Search and Destroy. I never felt like Riyadh Falcons were in the driver's seat, but they kept pulling out these plays and these clutches and keeping themselves into the game. And I was like, they're not making
Pred and Exnit actually were fucking turned.
It's because they don't make it look easy, and I think that's what's difficult to watch Riyadh Falcons when they get these wins, because it is gritty. They do have to pull out a lot of the impossibles, but that doesn't make it anything less impressive.
I might look at it different because I felt like they were in the driver's seat in that Blackheart, and Neptune was pulling off the impossibles to win them situations. So
I'm with Allie, though. Historically, they've had to pull out some Neslers.
Is this studio in
deep in their series? For now,
Chicago?
Let's talk with a member of the Falcons Live. Please welcome to the show, Kismet, everybody. The Bulldog gets the bark tonight. Let's talk about the win because, Kismet, you're the glue guy. We've always known that you're the enabler. Tonight, it looked like you enabled both Pred and Exnit to fry on Blackheart.
Yes, sir. I mean, listen, those guys are beasts. I mean, I get to play with them every day, so I love it. And I think I've done a good job, like, in these past couple matches that we've been winning. I've kind of found my footing as a role player and, like, in this team, and I think it's starting to show.
Shaking when a girl
and,
talks
I mean,
to
dude,
me.
shout out my teammates. Those guys are freaking.
Bro, I should have threw you on your fucking face.
First of all, that was an excellent win, dude. A staple win for you guys. And you've been on championship teams before. So how does this team where you currently stand compare to some of these championship teams that you have been on?
I mean, you could just tell, like, I mean, we have 3 world champions on the team with Clayster with 3 rings. So, I mean, we know how to win. And Exnit is new, and I think he's just been a sponge. I said it in another interview before. He's just sponging everything that we were saying to him, and I think he's really listening this year, which is good. I just think that this team has a lot of...
All right, I'm going to do CMGs now. Hopefully, I can shoot my gun. Wait, is this shit down? The fuck? Bro, it's quiet. I'm freaking out. It's quiet. I'm freaking out. It's quiet. I'm freaking out. Oh my god. 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 All right. To start, bro, where's the music? Play. Anyways, see, you said I have the tism, so you're the same fucking way. Let's sit here in silence. You see how fucking weird it is? It's just weird being in silence. See? It's weird. Alright, I gotta end stream to stop my YouTube stream, though. Tomorrow, I promise this won't happen, but I gotta turn it off.